But I say unto you, love your enemies. Bless them that curse you. Do good to them that hate you. And pray for them which despitefully use you and persecute you.
Which is the first commandment of all?
Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God is one Lord. Thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy might, and with all thy strength. This is the first and great commandment, and the second is like unto it. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. On these two commandments hang all the law and the prophets.
Master, thou hast said the truth. There is one God, and none other but He. And to love Him with all the heart, and with all the understanding, and with all the soul, and with all the strength, and to love his neighbor as himself, is more than all the whole burnt offerings and sacrifices.
Thou art not far from the kingdom of God.
Hey, hey.
What's up, brother?
Honor to meet
Welcome,
you, man. Harry
Absolutely.
Mack. Pleasure.
Harry Mack.
Yes, sir.
Harry
Yes,
Mack
sir.
in the building.
Joy to be here with you. My
Harry
name's Harry Mack.
Harry Mack.
How we feeling?
Good name, man. Listen.
Oh, thank you.
We are ready.
Beautiful.
We are very ready.
Man, well,
Excited to talk to you. Man.
yes, sir.
Excited to talk to you.
Well, I'm honored to be sitting here talking to both of you guys, man. This is super dope. I'm gonna do a freestyle rap for you guys. So,
Love that, Harry Mack.
yes, so.
This is the man that can judge you.
I already know. I'm sitting here with a legend, man. Two legends, but a legend in hip hop as well. So I don't have anything pre-memorized or prepared or pre-planned in advance. I'm going to improvise off the top of the dome.
Love that.
So can I get like some random words or topics or suggestions from you
Random
guys?
words or topics.
Things to incorporate into the freestyle.
Money.
Money, yes.
Money.
Yes.
Miami.
Miami. Beautiful. Let's get two or three from each of you, maybe. So I can test my memory.
Friendship.
Money, Miami, friendship.
Ass.
Ass.
Can we do that? We good with that? Ass, yeah. All right.
So you need more than 4?
Let's get 6. We'll get
Get
2
6.
more. Yeah.
Horses.
Horses. There we go. Yes. Horses.
Horses.
One more.
And falafel.
Falafel. Yes. I love it. All right. Let me review. Don't remind me unless I ask because I got to make sure I got to memorize here.
Yes.
We're going to go with money. Miami. Friendship. Ass. Horses. And falafel. Those are the words?
Yes. Yeah.
Should we try this?
Yes.
All right. I'm going to pull a beat up here real quick so we can make this happen.
All right.
All right. Let's see what we got.
Okay. Just pull a random beat.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Oh, let me get this coming out of my speaker, though. Hold on.
You keep it down there. That sounds like about 90 BPMs. You're down in there.
Yeah.
Something so you can find it.
Something comfortable. Yeah. You already know.
Once you're up at 99, 100, you start.
Yes.
You have to double time it at that point.
Exactly. We're not going into Big Daddy Kane territory yet.
Harry Mack, what you got?
Yeah. Living in LA where every day is sunny. When I'm spitting, I be stacking up the money. Y'all know we got the paper, we keep it in the stash. I'm getting the money, getting the green, getting the cash. Yeah, I said we never sell our soul, I truly meant that.
Yeah.
We about to get the money, reinvest, and then we spend that. We building up the finance. If they step to me, yo, they don't even stand a slight chance. Check the way that I maneuver, though. We got a lot of my freestyle sound hotter. Trying to get more money so I can cop the fly Pradas. Hey, Jack, y'all know we get into the new loot. I'm trying to look something like Will Smith in the blue suit. We really about to take it there, making people feel this. When they become a deliverance right off of the mental, they know I'm the realest. Hey yo, I grip the mic, deliver all these damn frees. Matter of fact, they feel me from LA out to Miami. Anywhere we at, man, my flow's in reach. I said I'm about to take these lyrics out to Miami Beach. I said anywhere we at, y'all know that we deliver. Welcome to Miami, yo, that jam sounds sicker. H-Mac, I'm about to break it down, I'm giving them props. 50 years of hip hop, we make them listen, it's hot. I be doing what I'm feeling, and y'all know they can't end this. Ride or die, me and this beat, we form a friendship. Yeah, y'all know we stay connected like best friends. They about to feel these lyrics from the east to the west end. Anywhere we at, we connected like family. Cause when I be spitting right off of the mental, I'm bringing y'all that insanity. I got these rappers panicky, they knowin' the deal. I'm never faking when creating, I'll be flowing for real. I said, we getting cash and I be on the task. I got people straight up dancing, got you shaking your ass. Next level, I'ma kill the game truly. When I spit, man, I got them all shaking they booty. I turn into a movie, I do me. Y'all know they want me to spit strong freeze and have the people shaking they donkey. I be going beyond. My freestyle's gorgeous, so fresh with it, the cameras gotta record this. Yeah, hey yo, I'm riding up on them horses. Wait, then again, ride or die, we pulling up in Porsches. Yeah, when I spit, they know the rhymes I'm repping. I might pull up in the horse, that's a 911. Yeah, Mac, I make it known. I turn rappers to more cowards, pulling up in the 911, plenty horsepower. Yeah, y'all know that my freestyles are colossal. By comparison, my competition all be sounding awful. Just to come through with these hot flows, it should probably be unlawful. And I'm eating up these beats kinda like they a falafel. Yeah, I know we coming off at the top. When it come to freestyles, man, the Mac don't stop. I'm really out here doing this. They know the flow is too legit. When rhyming in alignment, I'm shining just like your crucifix. Yeah, more territory I'm exploring. Live connected with Will Smith and Martin Lawrence. Y'all know I kill it proudly. They know all about me, man. I'm here to save the day like Marcus and Mike Lowry. Check the way we do it, dog. I rock the style, the hottest child. I'm like albino crocodile. How I'm snapping on my haters. When I'm rapping, it be major. I'm more royal, sir. Wait, hold up. I hope that's not a spoiler. I'ma keep it in motion. I'm killing it truly. I bubble like jacuzzi. I was blessed to see that movie. Bad Boys 4 is coming. Y'all know we get live. And by the way, can I get a cameo in Bad Boys 5? Let's go. Hey.
Hey guys, how you doing? Hey Chris, how you doing?
What's up, man?
Good to see you. It's good to see you. Good to see you, Chris. Kunal, good to see you. Roger, I don't think he's there yet. He was there earlier, but I don't know if you're there. Good to see you. Baza, good to see you. There's 5 in at the minute. Is there any other channels? Nope. Okay. I think Jim Innes has got one new one. Another comparison. One of his to what you call him? Mikey Smith. Oh, wrong one. Not one. That's the one. Let's do that quickly. It's only 2 minutes 33. So it's a comparison. So I would say, like, let's get rid of. Let's make it smaller. Yeah, let's put this to the top. Okay. Jimmy Innes. Yeah, big up to Jim Innes for making comparison video. Fantastic, because when he makes a comparison, if Jim's are fake, then yours are fake too, Mikey. Mikey, not much different. Apart from the equipment they've used, I mean, the observation's not much different, is it? You know? See what I mean? See what they're like? Yeah. There we go. well done, Jim. Well done, bro. Fair play to you. Not that you had to justify anything, but fair play to you, man. It says at the bottom there, Jimmy and his P900 magnifying glass, force effect, Mikey Smith, binoculars and smartphone, Capel. There you go. Nice one, Jim. Nah, fair play to him. Yeah. MD watching the chat replay. You know the score by now. Jim Ennis's link. Right, yeah, tonight's not a movie night or anything. I'm only doing tonight because I didn't go on this afternoon. Couldn't be bothered this afternoon. So I thought, and because I can't do tomorrow afternoon because I've got an appointment, so I can only do tomorrow night, which is movie night. I usually do Friday afternoon and Friday night, but I've got an appointment tomorrow afternoon, so I can only do tomorrow night. So that's why I decided to come on tonight, because I didn't go on this afternoon, and because I've got an appointment tomorrow afternoon. So I thought, I'll come on tonight instead. But it's just a normal stream. It's not a movie night or anything like that. But nice one, JM. Did I put that link in? Oh, I did. Cool. So yeah, let's get the video I'm going to use. It's a guy I've never seen before. I take it the Pizzagate thing must be 10-year-old now or something. And when I looked at it, it says 2016. So, and that's maybe why he's done something on it, because it's 10 years since the whole scandal started. Well, initially came to light on the internet. A lot of people say it's fully debunked and stuff like that. I don't think so. But yeah, let's remind ourselves what it's about in that. So let's see what this guy's got to say. His video just came across my feed. I don't know who he is. What's he called again? I'll get the video up first. I'll find out. That'll be the easiest way. His channel, he's only a youngster, late 20s, something like that. Chase, as in Chayse. It's the name of his channel. Pizza. He called it Pizzagate, the internet's darkest rabbit hole. And it's been literally 2016, so it's near enough 10 years. So I dare say that's why people are remembering it, because it's 10 years to the day. Well, or 10 years to the year, should I say, not to the day. Okay, let's get on with it. Let's remind ourselves. Obviously, it's to do with government officials, using code, as in pizza, ordering pizza, and using code to get certain kind of people sexually, whether it be prostitutes or youngsters or whatever. It was something to do with that. I can't remember the full lot of it, but it was something along that lines where John Podesta was involved to a certain degree, or people thought. And again, they say the whole thing's been debunked, but probably not. Anyway, let's see what this guy has to say about it. Who'll be that? Roger. Hey, Roger, how you doing?
I'm good. How about yourself?
Yeah, not too bad. What you saying?
I'm not saying much. Since you're not doing a movie night, maybe I'll do one. I'll go do a Rumble night.
Yeah, it's Thursday. It's not Friday. I mean, I never do a movie on a Thursday night.
No, but
it's always Friday. It's always a Friday I do a movie. It's Thursday. It's just I don't usually come on a Thursday night. It's because I didn't go on this afternoon. But tonight's not a movie night anyway. Tomorrow's a movie night, tomorrow and Sunday. So yeah, it's a movie night tomorrow, but not tonight.
Yeah.
Just a normal stream. So we've got this 40-minute video. This guy called Chase, this channel called Chase. I haven't seen the video. I don't know where he stands with it, whether he believes it or he doesn't. I don't know. I believe there's something to it. I don't believe it's been debunked. Usually this kind of things, I mean, these things can be exaggerated. And even if you debunk certain aspects of the rumors about it, that doesn't mean to say that it's not true in the first place. It just means certain things about it have been, I don't know, exaggerated or whatever, So what do you reckon to Pizzagate? I
don't know. Pizzagate.
We've got to be careful what we say because of the nature of the. Yeah, but
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying. Yeah. But what do you reckon?
And I think there's something to the initiation, especially with the politicians.
Yeah,
You know,
I think so.
Yeah.
But what about the police covering things up and stuff like that? I mean,
oh, they never
do
do
that
stuff like that. What
anyway,
are
don't
what
they?
are you talking about, PJ? PJ,
They
they're
don't do
honest.
things like that, do they? Hey, Jim, we just did your comparison, bro. Fair play to you, bro. Not that you needed to justify anything, but nice one.
Yeah,
Like I
when people
said,
talk a lot of shit, dude. They do.
yeah, of course.
You know who I'm talking about.
If your stuff is fake, then so is his.
Yeah.
Cheers for the English vision. Not a problem, bro.
Sam's is
Fair
looking weird, dude. Have you seen Sam's stuff he's putting out?
No, I don't watch. I as soon as he started bullying, starting to be a troll towards Jim, I've unsubscribed from him. I don't have nothing to do with him now. And it's not because he's Jewish. It's not because he's Jewish. It's because he's being a troll. Simple as that.
Yeah. Did you see what he did? The first stream he did on his new Renaissance thing, he dyed his beard.
Oh wow! What color?
Just black. He just kind of look younger.
He's having a midlife crisis down there.
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
Nice. Right. Let's
I
get
don't
this
down
video
my
out.
hair at all anymore. It's just as gray as it's gonna be. You've seen my hair when I grow it out. It's like almost.
Yeah,
white.
of course I have. See, I mean, nobody sees my hair is fine. There's no grey in it yet. But if I grew my beard out, you'd see a lot of grey in that.
Poof.
Yeah, that's why I don't. Well, I'm saying that's why I don't. It's not. I've just never grown a beard.
That's not worth it, dude. Yeah.
I don't like them. I can't be bothered with them. I shave every like 3 days at the least, should I say.
No, I'm going on 2 days now, and it's starting to get nasty.
Yeah. So I don't know this guy at all. It's just because it came across. You don't see much about Pizzagate anymore, so it came across my feed, and it's a new video. So I thought, well, okay, maybe there's some kind of new 4 days ago, new kind of perspective on it. Maybe he's just reminding us on it. I don't know. Let's see what he's going to say.
I haven't heard anything new since like what 2018 or
yeah. I mean, it's kind of gone out of the eyes of the internet. That's why I thought it'd be interesting to kind of bring it up again.
Don't let people forget about it. That did happen, you know.
Oh well, yeah, I think so.
And don't forget there were teachers in physical ed in some of the Midwestern states that were coming to work and they would get naked in the gym.
Yeah, it's just madness. There was a video going about where people thought it was John Bautista, not David Bautista,
Yeah.
John Bautista, however you want to pronounce his name. And he was saying you couldn't see him, but it was the same accent as him, and it sounded like him. And it says, and there was a child crying in the background. You couldn't see the child either. Couldn't see him. It was kind of overlaid with weirdness, but it sounded like John Bautista, however you want to pronounce it, saying, "You think you're hot shit, yeah?" Something like that to a kid. Don't know. That could be like the exaggerated part of the internet. You know what I mean? Doesn't mean to say he's innocent. You know, but I mean, that could have just been a video made up to sound like him, whatever. But it did sound like him. If you did there was a voice comparison done at the time, and it did sound like
I remember that. Yeah.
You know, but I don't know. I can't accuse that one. I haven't got absolute proof of it, you know. Right, let's do it. See what this guy's saying. You know the score, gadgets.
Could you imagine a world where the top 1%, the elites of our society, the ruling class, the ones who run the government and are pulling the strings behind everything, are secretly involved in some of the most depraved things that you could ever possibly imagine? I'm getting a feeling of deja vu. I feel like I've heard this story before.
Could I believe, Epstein, could I believe that? Yes, 100%
Yeah.
could believe it. Epstein, yeah. I mean, Epstein, yeah, absolutely. I mean, he might have been part of the whole thing. I don't know.
Well, dude, from what I can tell, he is completely connected to
in
Washington.
I would say so. I mean, the type of things he done, I would say so.
Yeah, they found one of his bank accounts that are still active.
Wow.
Nowadays, that might not be that hard to believe, but back in 2016, this was something that was unfathomable to most people. How's it going, everyone? Welcome.
Can't believe it's 10-year-old now. I mean, I remember when it came out, but I didn't really look into it till about 2019. You know what I mean? But I do remember it in 2016 coming out, people talking about it.
Welcome back. My name is Chase, and today we're talking about Pizzagate. So when Pizzagate started gaining traction during the heated 2016 election cycle on places like Poll, 4chan's political board, it wasn't hard to initially
4chan's always a culprit there, isn't there? Reddit, 4chan, things like that. I've never been on. I've been on them. Like if I've asked the internet a question or whatever, and it leads me to there, but I've never actively gone on there to read things and check things out and that.
That's where QAnon was posting, right?
Yeah, QAnon.
Yeah.
QAnon. Yeah. Aye, absolutely.
Yeah, I've gone to Reddit for certain things, but I'm always suspect because I've heard like bad things about their articles. They don't really do a lot of research. It's like a spin network, you know.
Yeah.
Anybody can post on Reddit too. Anybody can put a paper
like
on
Wikipedia. Yeah,
article.
you can change things. Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know if you can change them. Once you post the article you put on Reddit, it stays on there. But I think what it is, like anybody has access to it.
I know you wouldn't be able to change someone else's comment, but I mean, like Wikipedia, you can change. No, you can add things, and I think you can actually correct things that people have put up as well. Not that saying they're correct in the first place, you know. But
yeah, I know.
That's why I don't like Wikipedia things. You can get a basic idea for things with Wikipedia, but then anybody else can put their so-called knowledge into it, you know.
You can get a general knowledge question off of Reddit or off of Wiki. You can find out what the mainstream actually really just finds most of the time.
Right.
But if you actually want to research a topic, you need to go pull up papers on it and see who.
You need to get proper citations and stuff. Yeah.
dismiss the whole thing as nothing more than a crazy alt-right conspiracy. But I think it's worth revisiting the theory in modern times, especially in light of recent events. Let me say first and foremost that I have no political bias here, and all I care about is the evidence that has been presented. My goal is not to convince you that Pizzagate is real, nor is it to disprove it.
I've got no political bias because they're always corrupted one another.
Yep.
Simple.
All I'm here to do is
they're going to
present.
make money, and they want people to not just make money. They want to keep their reputation. You know, that's what they're trying to do.
Right.
And they want to make the other party look bad in the process. That's the whole point.
Of course.
They'll say anything to make themselves look good. They'll lie. In other words, what I'm saying.
I better give you guys this guy's link just in case, because I don't know what else he does. I mean, it's only this one. What does he do? Let's see, videos. So yeah, he goes down the rabbit hole type things by the look of it. 4chan, drug tier list. He goes down the druggy huffing. Yeah, so he goes down the drug thing as well. So yeah, he does. He's not He's not old. He's only been going a year, and he's got like a handful of videos. 24 videos. 24 videos. Look at that. I've got like 800 videos and 700 subs. He's got 24 videos and 108,000 subs. Just shows you the truth doesn't sell.
He keeps covering topics. Look at like DMT, Pizzagate. What else has he got on there? Aliens. Yeah. So he's just doing the mainstream topics. Yeah.
Look at his background. In his drum. He's got Bigfoot and aliens.
I make videos. I don't mind. I'll sub to him because if he comes up with interesting topics, you know, revisits them and all that from a new, fresh point of view, then that's fine. It's all good. So yeah, I'll put his link in just in case, guys, if you want him.
Well, doesn't Karen B do Bigfoot? I thought she did.
Yeah, I wouldn't watch Karen B if she did. If she told the truth.
Well, she does. She says the Earth is flat, so that's one thing.
Well, she tells some truth about the Earth being flat.
Yeah. But she always says the sky matches the cosmology of the heliocentric all the time. So
who?
Karen B.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You know Karen is, right?
Yeah. I've known her since Sam Fu, Sun and Moon Family United. They had everybody on that show, like Mark Sargent. But yeah, she used to be all over Sam Fu. And then now you go back, all of Karen B is removed from every single Sam Fu video out there. It's very weird.
Why?
No, she's a witch.
I don't know.
She's a witch, that's why.
Witchy poo, actually, you got that.
But it ain't just her removed out the video. It's like you see my avatar thumbnails in here, right? Well, that's removed as well. The whole avatar, the whole thumbnail was removed out of all Sam Fu. So, yeah.
Weird.
Well, that's
Yep.
Maybe she was gonna sue him or something. Maybe that's what was gonna happen.
Say Mr. Podesta there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I see him.
Right.
Pizzagate sparked
no
in
longer in office, is
2016
he?
when WikiLeaks published
But it was 2016. When was that?
Yeah.
That was Trump's last time, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Was it?
I think
I
it
thought
was.
it was.
Yeah.
I thought it was more. I thought it was more associated with Biden.
Yeah, he's a lefty, I think.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, I thought so.
But I think he was in it was in California, right, or was it Florida? I can't remember which office he was in.
No, you know better than me. I don't even get into British politics. I don't even know British politics. I'm not going to do American politics.
Right, where's Vicky at? Call Vicky up. She's
she's in bed.
for 20,000 emails from the
she's the one that's into politics within when it comes to me within my
she knows more about politics here than I do.
Yeah, she does. She certainly gets stuck into it. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
inbox of John Podesta, Hillary Clinton's campaign chairman during her presidential run. Immediately after these leaks were published, people online began scanning these emails line by line, finding many strange references and jokes that sparked suspicion that there was something more going on.
With how they ordered their pizza, and you get when you start seeing the code for it, because some conversations don't make sense. You know what I mean?
On here. Before we go over some of these emails, it's important to note here that while the interpretations of the coded language within the emails is unsubstantiated, the emails themselves are completely legitimate. The Podesta emails were reviewed and confirmed to be authentic by multiple U.S. intelligence agencies, including the CIA,
why would we have
FBI, and
emails with pizzas and stuff like that? You know what I mean? Or how you order a pizza and
Well, where did you get that black eye
NSA,
from? You remember that one, right?
Which is the National Security Agency. So while the interpretations of these emails can be debated, nobody is disputing the authenticity of the emails themselves. Of course, I can't talk about all 20,000 emails here, and most of them are mundane and irrelevant to what we're here to talk about today. But here are a few of the most notable ones that helped fuel the initial theory. One of the first emails that really caught people's attention was sent by Susan Sandler, a philanthropist and political donor who did donate to Hillary Clinton's 2016 campaign run, to John Podesta. The email reads, "Hi John, the realtor found a handkerchief. I think it has a map that seems pizza related. Is it your ruse? They can send it if you want. I know you're busy, so feel free not to respond if it's not yours or you don't want it."
If that's not code about what it's meant to be about, PDF and all that, and whatever.
It's weird otherwise, right?
Then it's code for something still weird. You know what I mean? It's certainly code. I mean, the realtor found a handkerchief. I think it has a map that seems pizza related. Is it yours? I mean, yours. That sounds like a god, but it could be a type error. I don't know. They can send it if you want. I know you're busy, so feel free not to respond if it's not yours or you don't want it. Right,
That sounds like a pizza delivery to me for some reason. This has nothing to do with pizza.
You think it doesn't? Yeah, nothing to do with pizza at all. Real pizza, no. And then down here, what's it say? I just came from checking the field house, and I have a square cloth handkerchief. White, black, white or black.
Yeah,
that was left on the kitchen island. Kitchen island. Okay. Happy to send it.
Well, you know what the kitchen island is, right? No.
Happy to send it via the mail if you let me know where I should send it. See, this says to me, what kind of race would you like? Would you like them to be a
black or white?
Black boy, black girl, whatever the code is of. To me, I've always thought there was something to it.
That was WikiLeaks too, right? Yeah, it was. Yeah.
I just came from checking the field house, and I have a square cloth handkerchief, white with black, that was left on the kitchen island.
Right.
Happy to send it via mail if you let me know where I should send it. It's not hard to see why this would catch people off guard. What is a map that seems pizza related on a handkerchief? What the fuck does that even mean? Well, coincidentally, the handkerchief code is...
Yeah, the hanky code.
Hanky panky?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Loves to spot it. See, look, a hanky code here. Look.
Oh.
Once
Make it
head,
big, yeah.
light blue.
Yeah.
69 is robin
Oh my
egg
God.
blue. Wow, look at all these different. Right. Wow. For different colors for certain things. SFR, a fist FR, dildo FR.
Oh, I get it.
Wow,
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
goodness, what the heck? What the look at
Yeah,
that list, guys. If you can see it, that's nuts.
I see it. Yeah.
It's so nuts. Let me make it a little bit bigger for people that are on the phones, just in case.
I made it large for me. I can read it now.
Oh,
Love
okay.
what? Stroking? Love stroking. Loves.
Why isn't it going larger though? It's not going larger
know.
for some reason. Weird. It's not doing it. Maybe it
It's
doesn't.
a color-coded system that people use to communicate their interests and pleasures non-verbally. Different colors relate to different acts or things that people are into, and I will not elaborate farther on that. If it's that important to you, you can look that up on your own time. These people are like old
I
boomers.
do remember seeing these kind of things before, these kind of codes and that, and it makes sense when you look into it. I mean, I didn't go totally real, like deep, but deep enough that I thought it was definitely a thing. It definitely happened. I think maybe things might have been exaggerated about it, or certain things were certainly debunked, because once rumor goes out about it, people like to get involved, and then you get the Chinese whispers, the broken telephone, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. Yeah. So that almost sounded like code. How deep you want to go?
Right.
PJ,
Yeah.
did they have white and black on that?
Yeah.
Thank you.
With black. Yeah.
Yeah.
What were they? What was white and black?
The handkerchief. But that's just
No,
code.
no, yeah,
They
like
don't-
that.
Black is heavy
Black.
SM on top, heavy SM on top, and white is love to masturbate, love stroking.
Okay, I think slave master or something. I don't know what.
Yeah,
that
slave
means.
master,
Anyway.
probably, or sadomasochism, sadomasochist.
Oh yeah.
Could be that.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
mad in it.
Yeah.
Further on that. If it's that important to you, you can look that up on your own time. These people are like old boomers, so maybe they just communicate differently and they have some dementia going on.
Broken
But again,
grapevine.
what is a pizza-related
Wait a
map?
minute.
What even
Oh,
is
whoa,
that?
whoa.
Another email that caught people.
You like that? A pizza globe.
Yeah. It reminds me of the Sinclair episode on the dinosaurs. Remember, they had the flat globe map on a globe spindle. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, like I say, I think there was something to Pizzagate. Absolutely. Obviously, there was things exaggerated about it with people trying to get in it and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
I do think it was a thing. I do think they were using that kind of code.
Well, didn't Obama supposedly attend some of this stuff too?
Allegedly.
Yeah. But it passed.
Attention was sent to John Podesta by Herbert Sandler, who was at the time a co-CEO of Golden West Financial Corporation, a major political donor to the Clinton campaign. Now Herbert Sandler is burning in hell. I'm joking. Rest in peace, Herbert Sandler. I'm sure he did nothing wrong at all. Mary and John, I think you should give notice when changing.
Right, I'll let him read it as well, but I think, right, so what? I think you should give notice when changing strategies which have been long in place. I immediately realized something was different by the shape of the box, and I contemplated who would be sending me something in the square-shaped box. Lo and behold, instead of pasta and wonderful sauces, it was a lovely, tempting assortment of cheeses.
Yummy.
I think cheese is meant to mean child. Yummy. I am awaiting the return of my children and grandchildren from their holiday travels so that we can demolish them. Right, okay.
Weird. Yeah.
Thank you so much. I hope you and your gang are well. I miss you both. Best wishes from Merry Christmas. Best wishes, Fro. A Merry Christmas.
Before. Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
For a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Herb. Thanks, Herb.
What kind of herb?
I don't know.
Yes. Do you think I'll do better playing dominoes on cheese than on pasta? at the bottom. Look, what
That's it.
do you
How do you
think?
play dominoes?
I'll do better playing dominoes on cheese. I mean, Domino's is obviously a pizza place, but
Yeah,
you know that's
I
got to
think
be
in
close.
reference to playing dominoes, like slapping dominoes.
Yeah, absolutely, weirder.
Strategies which have been long in place. I immediately realized something was different by the shape of the box, and I contemplated who would be sending me something in the square-shaped box. Lo and behold, instead of pasta and wonderful sauce,
Good to see you, older bones. It's the first time I've seen you called that. But he said Podesta, Red Shoe Club is tied with Pizzagate, Epstein and Bill Clinton in Monica Lewinsky's dress, and Podesta's red shoes in his artwork. I did. I remember something like that back in the day. But this is kind of revisiting it after 10 years. This guy. So I quite believe that, bro. Quite believe that. We said this is about Pizzagate anyway. You know. James Offman is the owner of Comet Ping Pong Pizza in DC. Is a member with the Rothschilds family and pictured with them in family photos. No doubt.
That's what I was thinking when he said that. I didn't know they were associated with the Rothschild.
Well, it would make sense, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
it would make sense.
sauces. It was a lovely, tempting assortment of cheeses. Yummy. I'm awaiting the return of my children and grandchildren from their holiday travels so that we can demolish them. Thank you so much.
That's
I hope
so
you
weird.
and your gang are well.
That is so weird. It's meant to sound so normal, like you're talking about food, but it's so weird. It really is, especially when you're looking at it from the point of view of they're a bunch of pedos. You know?
Yep. It is strange.
I miss you both. Best wishes. Throw a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Herb. P.S. Do you think I'll do better playing dominoes on cheese than pasta? The thing that stood out as weird to people is that last line. It's just worded in such a strange way. People don't typically refer to eating something as being worded in such...
Very strange. P.S. Do you think I'll be better playing dominoes on cheese than on pasta? I mean, that's obviously good.
Strange way. People don't typically refer to eating something as being on something. People online began theorizing that cheese and pasta and these terms used for food were actually code word for something else. That something else being kids. And I know that's quite the leap in logic to make, but it's not the only example.
There's more evidence than just emails and stuff like that as well. And maybe there's evidence to the point where he can't get into or whatever, but there was more to it than just emails,
Full of strange references to food in these emails. Like this email sent from Tony Podesta, John Podesta's brother, would love to get a pizza for an hour. Like, again, what does that mean?
I'd love to get a pizza for an hour. Hold on.
His brother would love to get a pizza.
Would love to get a pizza for an hour. For an hour. I mean, you don't hire pizza for the hour. You eat pizza, you buy it. You know what I mean? You don't rent it. It's a silly thing to say if it's just meant to be a normal. No, of course it's cool.
Yeah. Hey PJ, you remember watching? We covered a video about these kids that were being inducted into like this cult that actually.
Yeah, where Jaren was involved. Where Jaren was involved in interviewing the mom or something like that.
No. This was a little different. Jaren might have been involved. I don't know.
Yeah, the ones. It was about the two kids, and the two kids were saying all these things.
Not that one. No,
not that one. I was going to say because that was a hoax.
Oh yeah. No, this was one we covered. This they were being recruited by This one boy was being recruited by girls to do. Their parents were even involved with it too. They were playing out roles and doing porn. That's basically what it was. They were teenagers, young teenagers. Yeah.
Right.
There's a bunch of groups that do this stuff, dude. I think
it's sick, bro.
So this could be just equivocated with even prostitution for the hourly thing, or come over. You get that one. Yeah.
Well, it could be. I mean, yes, but that's the thing. There's different codes for different types, different ages. Different sexes. Male, female, different races. There's different words for. Do you want an adult? Do you want a child? You know what I mean? You want one that's this age or that age. You want one that's this color or that color. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, there was certainly code for a lot of different things. So it wasn't just PDF. It was more than that. It was all sexual immorality. You know.
I remember the one I remember, and it was they approached kids at church is where they were doing this.
Oh man.
Yeah, you did it. I think you did it. So I can't remember.
Yeah,
which one it was. Yeah.
I know. There was that map thing I started doing, but I ended up like sacking it. You know, I was like, no, that's too. That's them trying to advocate for a map which is minor attracted person, so trying to make it into a sexuality and nothing bad about it. Well, yeah, I couldn't keep doing it. I was like, no, enough of that. No, I can't go back.
Something strange like this.
It's too sick.
Yeah, they're normalizing everything. Like I got two girls that started working at our place now, and they're a couple too. So they're trying to make it normal. Like they talk like we're a couple.
Yeah, well, it's not normal. Even the ones that call themselves attracted to minors, but they don't do nothing about it. Well, go and get help. Go and get help. Take it to God, or go and get help, rather than just trying to restrain your attraction, because you shouldn't be attracted to minors. You know.
Pizza for an hour. Like, again, what does that mean? If we're just talking about lunch, that is not a normal way to say that. Imagine your friend gets a hold of you and they say, hey, dude,
you don't rent lunch. You don't rent it by the hour. No.
You want to go get a pizza for about an hour? Like, what? What does that mean? This one is.
No, you don't even say like, I just fancy going and getting a pizza. We'll, you know what I mean? It'll be about an hour. You don't even say that. It's like, you fancy going for a pizza? You know, if anything, you'd say, well, I've got to be someplace at a certain time. Oh, we'll only be an hour. That's part of if it's a back and forth conversation, you wouldn't just come out and say, you know, get a pizza for an hour. No. Weird, isn't it? Ooh, what happened now? Right.
Long chain of emails, so I'll spare you from me reading the entire thing, but the part that stood out to people here was Bonnie will be Uber service to transport Ruby, Emerson, and Maeve Lozado, 11, 9, and almost 7, so you'll have some farther entertainment, and they will be in that pool for sure.
Right, let's read that ourselves, so make sure we've got it in my head. Our gang, right, hold on, with enormous gratitude to Advanced Man Extraordinaire hereby, I am popping up again to share our excitement about the reprise of our gang visit to the farm in Lovettsville, and I thought I'd share a couple more notes. We plan to heat the pool, so a swim is a possibility. Bonnie will be Uber service to transport Ruby, Emerson, and Maeve, whatever, Luzato, 11, 9, and almost 7. So you'll have some further entertainment, and they will be in that pool for sure. Yeah, don't tell me that's not a normal. That's not a normal email.
7, so you'll have some farther entertainment, and they will be in that pool for sure. Excuse me? What? That obviously sounds really bad, and unfortunately there's no context that makes it sound any better. And it just gets weirder because there's a whole nother rabbit hole to go down with this woman. Reportedly, Lozado ran a website known as Evie's Crib, which was kind of like a blog. It's hard to confirm because as soon as...
Delivered to the Notel Motel. Yeah, of course. Exactly.
People started talking about this, it was removed almost immediately, but if this blog is real, it looks really bad. The website apparently featured many pictures of Lozado around young children, including her step-granddaughter.
You look at all the ones you see with, Biden, where he's, you know, he's a bit weird, a bit really creepy, running around as youngsters, and there's one where you can kind of hear the conversation, and it sounds like he rejects an 18-year-old girl because she's too old. You know, I do remember that. But yeah, some mad stuff goes on there, I'm telling you.
I don't know if I got an email that says that, you know, my, 7, 8-year-old granddaughter's coming over to get in the pool with her further entertainment. I would be like,
further entertainment, I know. Yeah. I know. They're a responsibility, not an entertainment. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's exactly what I was. That's nuts, dude. They're definitely doing shit. That's what's going on.
Of
That's all I'm
course.
gonna say.
Of course.
TV. The header of the website reads, Evelyn is growing up. Soon she will be the queen of the entire US of A. Right now, for a limited time only, you can spend some time with her online.
What? And where's this? What's this from? Taken from? What is this? This is a website of some sort. Did he say what it was? But I mean, obviously, it's wow.
Raw and uncut. Take advantage of this now, as in the future, she will have the power of life and death over you. First of all, why are
Advertising the blooming kids, man.
people spending time online with your granddaughter at all? And then raw and uncut, that is just a really weird way to describe that. Whoever was running this website categorized these posts with labels so you can find exactly what you're looking for easily. Posts were labeled under categories such as psychopath, evil white bitch, filth, malpractice, discomfort, manipulation, and Ambien.
Neuralized. What's me get caught?
Ambien, for those who don't know, is a prescription drug that is classified as a hypnotic and is used to treat insomnia short term. One of the side
Not medical advice, YouTube.
effects of Ambien is that it wipes your memory. Many people have no recollection of anything else that occurred or what they did after dosing. Why would that be a category on this blog that she apparently uses to post pictures of her children and grandchildren? That's really anyone's best guess. Another picture on this blog shows a baby after bath time, and while not inherently sinister, it's definitely a baby after.
It was a bath time again this weekend, with Jack celebrating in high style by slipping into the baby hammock. Thanks, Sarah C. Before reuniting with the frog towel, Jack luxuriated and exfoliated in a warm soak by the kitchen window. Unrated version of this photo available only to premium. What?
What does that mean, PJ?
Yeah, what does that mean? Well, I think we know what it blooming means. Advertising them. I mean, it's what the heck?
No,
Yeah, I forgot about this part of it. You know?
One more thing, the Ambien sounds like a legal roofie. Is what it sounds like.
Well, it's exactly. Well, roofies are legal too. They're actually. I mean, that's just a nickname for them, roofies. But yeah, absolutely. Rehypnol is roofies, isn't it?
I don't know if Rehypnol. I don't know. I'm not really sure what its side effects.
Yeah, I think Rehypnol's roofies. I think so. Is Rehypnol nickname roofies?
Could be.
Hold on. They didn't understand me. Is the drug Rehypnol's nickname roofies? Rohypnol.
Oh my God.
Right, there we go. Rohypnol is a brand name for fluonazine, so it's a benzo. Right, so Rohypnol, roofies.
Well, you know, if the girl doesn't remember, she can't report you to the cops. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's Rohypnol. It's called roofies. Yeah, it is.
Hey, where'd Chris go?
Oh, I don't know.
He popped out.
After bath time, and while not inherently sinister, it's definitely a little bit weird, even though you can't see anything. But the caption here is what really stands out. It ends with,
yeah.
I dropped out there. I was trying to say that scopolamine is what they use today, pretty much, instead of. But it's called scopolamine. It's a Colombian date rape drug. So tourists go down there thinking they're going to meet up with tender women, and then they end up drugging them and rubbing all their crypto, and it turns them into a zombie.
Any drug will make them not remember anything, like roofies, like that one you just said. Absolutely, bro. Yeah, they'll use.
Yeah, it's called devil's breath. It's a plant that grows in Colombia, but scopolamine is being used now in. Yeah,
I get you. Yeah, madness.
Unrated version of this photo available only to premium subscribers. At the absolute best, if this website is real, which again I can't confirm, This is an incredibly weird and tasteless joke to make. This is
Of course
something
it
that I
is.
feel uncomfortable even saying right now. The last email we'll cover.
That's why I hesitated when I read it, because it's an uncomfortable thing to say. It's horrid.
For right now is sent by Maria Abramovich to Tony Podesta.
Abramovich as well, and that's who blimmin' Lady Gaga idols. Do you see Lady Gaga lately getting someone while she's playing the drums to puke over her chest? Like put their fingers down the throat to puke over her chest, and it's called art while she's playing the drums. That's some kind of mad ritual kink thing, I'm telling you. It's disgusting.
And later forwarded to his brother, John Podesta. Google describes Abramovich as a conceptual performance artist who has pushed the boundaries of performance art as a visual art form.
Push the boundaries. I would call it a little bit more than that.
Since the 1970s. Personally, I would just say that she's a freak, but anything is art, right? Dear Tony.
She's a big old freak, that's for sure. She's a weirdo, and Lady Gaga loves her.
I am so looking forward to the spirit cooking dinner at my place. Do you think you will be able to let me know if your brother is joining? All my love, Marina. Marina Abramovich. I think I called her Maria a second ago, but anyways, it seems...
What do you mean he did what? What do you mean he did what, Ryan? I was talking, if you're talking about the puke thing, that was Lady Gaga. I was talking about Lady Gaga got some other woman artist, to be puking over her chest, putting her fingers down her throat, puking over her chest while Lady Gaga was playing drums. And she's like, yeah, do it. It's disgusting. If that's what you're asking, what did he did what? Yeah, it wasn't a he, it was a she to Lady Gaga.
Seems innocent enough at first glance, but what is spirit cooking? I mean, probably just some unconventional or traditional way of cooking if I had to guess, but it actually turns out that's not what it is at all. You see, spirit cooking is an art form or occult ritual invented by Abramovich, inspired by the idea that ghosts feed off of intangible things like light, sound, and emotion. For this reason, her recipes involve things like evocative instructions for actions and thoughts.
Right, Ryan, just quickly. How long's it on for? Right, yeah, that'll do. That's only 6 seconds, but here you go. 6 seconds worth. There you go, look. Puking on her while she's drumming. Do it again, look. And again. There might be a better version of it, I don't know. Not Lady Gaga puking. Is that any better? Can't have the music on. So yeah, look. She'll start puking, and I'll let me make it bigger. She's drinking something to make her puke. Oh, she's drumming on a drum machine. I thought it was drums maybe, but it's a drum machine. And then this woman starts puking her, obviously. Obviously, it was rehearsed like that, to do that. And she's all ready for it. She wants it. It's disgusting. It's got to be a humiliation ritual or some other kind of mad ritual of some sort. But it's just disgusting, man. Absolute degeneracy. Absolute horrid. Horrid. Anyway. Back to it. Sorry about that little yeah, very gross. With a sharp knife cut deeply into the middle finger of your left hand, eat the pain. What's this about?
And bodily fluids. A few excerpts from her cookbook are as follows.
Oh, right.
With a sharp knife cut deeply into your middle finger of your left hand, eat.
Oh, hey, soft child on the rumble side. Good to see you. I've been on for nearly an hour, 55 minutes. I'll still be on for another hour yet.
The pain. Look in the mirror for as long as it is necessary for your face to disappear. don't eat the light. A moment ago, I referred to spirit cooking as an art project or an occult ritual, and I wasn't being facetious. This is how Abramovich herself views her work. In an AMA on Reddit,
I was going to say, most of us are over on YouTube. If you want to join us on YouTube, I don't know if you do YouTube, but I'll give you the link if you want to join us on YouTube. It's up to you. But if you subscribe on YouTube, you'll have to wait 5 minutes before you can talk, before you can write and chat. But you can have the link in case. I don't know if you just stick to Rumble or not. But yeah, most of us on YouTube. We usually gravitate over to Rumble when we're doing a movie, but it's not a movie night tonight. Tomorrow night. But yeah, there's a link if you want to join us, or you can stay there. It's entirely up to you, Subchar.
Marina says herself that the context is what makes something art or not. Quote, everything depends on which context you are doing what you are doing. If you are doing the occult magic in the context of art or in a gallery, then it is art. If you are doing it in a different context, in spiritual circles or private house or on TV shows, it is not art. The intention, the context for what it is made and where it is made defines what art is or not.
Lady Gaga, that thing we just seen with Lady Gaga getting puked on, that will be called art. That is not art. That is far from being art. But it'll get called art.
Hey, PJ, this weekend I'm going to be doing a drum solo. You want to come over and puke on me? Yeah, I need to be humiliated, man. I really do.
I tell you, you want me to get some laxatives instead?
Oh, yeah, that'll work. You think crap on me. It'd be even better. I'm just telling you. Anything to make it worse.
Why does she think? I mean, as if wearing a meat suit isn't bad enough, going about with stinking meat on, it's going to get hot under lights and stuff. Getting puked on in front of loads of people, it's got to be a humiliation ritual or some other kind of ritual. It's just disgusting, man. What they do, it's depraved.
Yeah, it is. But I mean, I think they do it just to shock people if they can, you know. Like,
yeah,
how far can we push this shit?
I think some people do that for that reason. But Lady Gaga's into some mad stuff, and there's no way that she's just doing it for artsy sake, you know?
Yeah.
If she puked up blue paint, it would be a nice.
Not. So in her own words, they are doing an occult ritual. If you're curious to see this spirit cooking, you can find a video online of Abramovich giving one of these artistic performances herself as demonstration. The video shows Abramovich.
I don't think she's being artistic. I think she's literally acting out mad rituals, things that she believes in. Whether she wants to call it art or not, fine. But it's not art. That's not art.
So I'm gonna go down Ryan and JJ's trail. Is that really a girl, or is that a dude?
Well,
come on. I'm gonna tell you, I think that Abramovich chick has got to be a dude. Yeah.
It's a possibility. I mean, I haven't looked at her close enough to be honest, but it's a possibility.
I looked at it. Yeah, it's like, is that a boy or a girl? Yeah. I think it's a dude.
Well, look at Andy Warhol. What was he? He might have been a dude, but he fell acted like a girl.
Well, Bowie was right down that road too, man. Think about it.
He was trying to be a bit more androgynous, I think. But yeah.
Writing phrases from her cookbook on a wall in pig's blood and then dousing the
I mean, why is that? Why would that come to your mind to be part arty? Doing something in pig's blood, you know? Old Testament wise, it would be something that's abhorred and unclean because it's of blood, you know. I don't know if that's why she's doing it, but I would say she's doing it because of satanic reasons. Spirit cooking. What? It's got to be satanistic. It says saliva. I thought it said salvia, you know, the drug salvia. It's saliva. Saliva of your lover mixed with morning dew, collection from eucalyptus leaves, cut with it. I'm not going to say that. YouTube will probably, if I say it, kick my ass. Spirit cooking, morning urine, sprinkle over the nightmare dreams, mix fresh. Come on. No.
There's another Ryan thing, the urine.
Urine.
Yeah.
Child in it.
If I was to say, because it's spelled urine, where I'm from, I would say urine. That's how I'd pronounce it, urine.
Yeah.
Yeah, urine. not urine. I would say urine. But
call it
I
urine
hardly ever say urine. I would say pish.
Well, at least you don't drink it. Oh, wait a minute. Your Wikipedia says you
Well,
do.
Wikipedia, yeah, WikiFlav says I drink it. Yeah.
But
Of
the,
course,
but the
there's no
English
way
they
to say for
call piss drinking.
Yeah, on
In
the
America,
piss,
we
yeah.
call piss here.
Yeah. But I mean, it means if you're on the piss. It doesn't mean you're drinking piss. If you're on the piss, it's because you're pissing out a lot. That's why they call it on the piss, because you piss a lot when you're drinking beer.
Well, that
That's
one
why
song,
it's
"Pissing the Night Away." That's just they're referring
that's-
to in English.
It's not because you're drinking piss. It's not because it's equated to drinking piss. It's because it's equated to, because you drink a lot, you're going to piss a lot. That's why piss it up a wall, you know, that kind of thing. You pissed it up a wall because you went out and got drunk.
I've been there. I've done that.
Yeah.
We were at a.
It
We were
even
at a
says it in the
show.
Bible. Even says it in the Bible. It's an idiom for men. Is that the person that pisses against the wall is just an idiom for a man, a colloquial for a man. Yeah, and that man.
Yeah. We went out to a bar one night. We were watching a show. I think it was Flog and Molly. We went to go watch, and I was with one of my best friends, and he had to go so bad, dude. And there's a line to the bathroom, right? Huge line. He walked in the bathroom, went up to the sink, and it's unloaded right there.
Man, wow.
Oh, he couldn't hold it any longer. But we were standing there for an hour and a half, dude. Like,
Yeah, I get it. It's got to be
He's like, I'm done waiting. He just cut in front of everybody. Like, I'll see you. I watched him. Like, holy shit.
whatever it is, you've got some funky teeth.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely. That was Surfchild over there. It's the same as is that the same as taking the piss? No, taking the piss means you're taking, when you're taking the piss, it means you're making fun of someone. Taking the piss out of them means you're making fun out of them. So I think it's probably like, because they also say things like, I'm Scottish, but obviously because I'm next to England, I know the same kind of thing. I say things like pissing myself laughing. You've heard that saying, pissing myself laughing, you know. But yeah, no, taking the piss is making fun of someone. Why it is, I'm not sure. Taking the piss. Taking someone to piss. Don't know. Not sure why it is, but it is.
Sure if John Podesta attended this spirit cooking event or not, but coincidentally in photographs from around that time, John Podesta can be seen with a band-aid on his left hand's middle finger. And people online have also mentioned that his hands, and particularly his fingers, are awfully scarred, as if they've been deeply wounded repeatedly. But I'm sure that's unrelated. Clearly, these are really bad optics, and we've already reached a point where the absolute best case scenario is that these people are involved in the occult and are doing blood rituals in private. People who are powerful ruling class members of society are being invited to, in private, perform ceremonies and worship old world gods like Moloch and Baal, but more on that in a second. This is where James Alefantis and his world famous pizza come in, and it only gets weirder. So who is James Alefantis? Well, he's an entrepreneur who owns Comet Ping Pong, a pizza restaurant located in Washington, D.C., and also a location that was frequently mentioned.
So taking the piss possibly originates from, if someone right in the UK, if you call them piss proud, it means they're arrogant. So taking the piss was their way of humbling them. That's possibly where it comes from. So to say taking the piss is to humble someone, you're making fun of them, because if someone is piss proud, it means they're arrogant, you know? So taking the piss would be cutting them down, sort of thing. Why piss proud? I don't know. Maybe it means like your shit don't stink, your piss don't stink. Maybe it's the same kind of thing. Maybe it correlates down the line that way, you know? Sorry, was you going to say something?
No. I was just thinking out loud.
Okay. Hey, Heaven, how you doing? Good to see you, sister. It seems pretty boring after that. After what? Oh, yeah, disgusting.
In the Podesta emails. He's also one of the most powerful and influential people in the nation that you've never heard of. Despite being...
can you believe it's been 10 years since the start of the scandal? Anyway, that's crazy. 10 years already. Pizzagate. Wow.
nothing more than a restaurant owner, GQ listed him as one of the 50 most powerful people in Washington in an article published in 2012. GQ writes, liberal 20-somethings in khakis drink beer and eat pizza at Alphonsus-owned Comet Ping Pong. More established progressives wine and dine next door at Alphonsus-owned Buck's Fishing Camping. Alphonsus is also the board president of Transformer, the contemporary art gallery that shamed the Smithsonian for removing an installation offensive to right-wingers. When it comes to DC radical chic, Alphonsus is unsurpassed. If you don't know him, you aren't wearing your scarf right. So basically, this restaurant owner is the pretentious king of the woke. And if you're left-wing and you don't know who James Alphonsus is, you must not be wearing your scarf right. Get out of my pizza shop, you peasant. When it comes to radical chic in DC,
look at all these saying, you must not be wearing your scarf right. Wow, what I saying.
Doesn't sound any gayer than this, but we're gonna keep going. But doesn't he look like Dexter? Look at the Alphonse. He looks like Dexter from the movie.
Because what this guy here?
No, go back. Look at the guy.
This guy looks a bit like Jaden.
Yeah, he does. The pizza owner, the pizza place, the Comet Pizza, the owner Alphonse, whatever his name is, he looks just like Dexter.
Oh, he's not in here. Oh, same man, he was in here. Is he in
here?
He's
back a little bit further. Yeah, he's just. They had him keep going back a little bit. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
A little bit. Yeah.
He's like posing a little bit earlier on in like a white beater. He looks a lot more like Dexter in that picture.
Yeah. Got you.
You must not be wearing your scarf right. Get out of my pizza shop, you peasant. When it comes to radical chic in DC, I am undefeated. Anyways, if this guy is one of the 50 most powerful people in our nation's capital, he must make some pretty good pizza or have connections somewhere else, right? Well, James Alphonsus is a gay man who was involved in a relationship with David Brock, who was chief of Media Matters, a major media organization tied to the Democratic Party. Alphonsus is a gay man who was involved in a relationship with David
he looks like
Brock,
Dexter, doesn't
who was chief
of...
of...
He does that, but yeah, absolutely.
Of Media Matters, a major media organization tied to the Democratic Party, until he left in 2022. David Brock
symbolism there as well with their Baphomet stars, and they just have to have it all over the place, don't they? The hanky hanging out their pocket probably means something too. Yeah, probably means I'm gay.
Look how big his head is, dude.
He's got a big old hairdo for that, big heat for them shoulders, isn't he? And a big hairdo for that head.
He just don't look right, does he?
Out of proportion.
Organization tied to the Democratic Party until he left in 2022. David Brock also founded Correct the Record, a super PAC created in 2016 to support the Clinton campaign. At a surface level, this doesn't seem that weird, and it does help explain some of the political power and influence that James Alphonsus has. But then people found his Instagram account, @JimmyComet, and as you can probably guess, it only gets weirder. We'll start with this picture that he had up on his Instagram showing a young child being held in a man's arms. Nothing wrong with that, but the...
Yeah, but with like a pearl necklace around the baby's head.
That. Yeah.
I know it's not a pearl necklace, but it kind of looks like a pearl necklace, and we know what a pearl necklace means in sexual terms.
Mm-hmm.
Caption of this picture is #ChickenLovers. Chicken lover is well-known coded language that was used in the 1994 documentary film Chicken Hawk that focuses on homosexual relationships with a large age gap.
Oh, see what I mean? With a large age gap when he's sitting there holding a child. A baby.
Gap so large that it makes the relationship itself criminal. There's also this image that appears to be of a walk-in cooler being referred to.
What does what mean? Pearl necklace, Ryan, you know what a pearl necklace means.
As the kill room in the comments.
It's kind of, if you think of the band Pearl Jam, but necklace form, pearl necklace form. Okay.
Alphonsus captioned this picture.
Break it down for him.
Fun.
And I'm not breaking it down.
Into the comments.
He knows what it means. He's trying to get me to say it so he can laugh.
Yeah.
under his own post and wrote #murder. And like with everything else here, this is really only barely scratching the surface. There are countless weird pictures and captions from the Jimmy Comment Instagram, and if we went through all of them, we would be here all day. There's this picture of a young child with Euros.
See? Okay. What's this say here? His name is Andy, a child that takes after you, lol. Jimmy Comment, love spending euros. Oh, this is all hashtags. Haha, what I love being in Europe, spending euros. My money.
That's why I was going, wow, why has he got the euros in his mouth, the baby? Why would he take a picture?
Money.
Yeah.
Oh, that's his money then. Is she a baby? That's quite an expressive face. So cute. Okay, whatever.
In his mouth, and Jimmy Comment writes, #Karis James loves spending euros. There's this picture of a baby doll holding a sign that says German baby 1200
with its mouth wide open. Obviously, it's not a real child, but still, with that kind of, you know what I'm saying. I don't want to have to say it any further.
$100. Please do not touch. Jimmy Comment writes, way overpriced. There's this picture of a young child with their hands taped to a ping pong table.
Oh, come on, really? And obviously the child in that picture is going to think that's fun, but wow.
And in the comments again, someone else writes, #Karis James. Karis James seems to be a recurring thing referenced in Jimmy Comment's captions and comments, and it's really anyone's best guess what that could be. But coincidentally, there is a small Caribbean island or island named Little St. James. That Caribbean island named Little St. James happened to be owned by a now very famous financier who was from New York. I'm sure you've seen that guy's name in the news recently.
Oh, I wondered when he'd get involved.
I told you.
Yeah, we knew that.
Yeah.
Of course he is.
Well,
and of course, this was years before anyone.
Orange Man himself is notorious for going down there now, and everything associated with it. Yeah, and he's like, "I'm going to get those files released." He ain't done shit. Yeah,
no,
it ain't going to happen. No,
of course not.
Knew what was happening at that island. That wouldn't come until 2019. Then people realized that Jimmy Comment's profile picture on Instagram wasn't a picture of him, it was actually a picture of a statue. Nothing weird about that, except that this specific statue was the statue of Antinous. Antinous was a Greek pubescent who got involved in a relationship with Roman Emperor Hadrian, who was in his late 40s, and he's specifically known as the Greek boy lover. Now, this wasn't seen as anything bad in the ancient world societal norms, but of course we look at that a lot differently today. And this easily could have just been a coincidence, but in the bigger picture and everything else being considered, it's not hard to see why it would raise some questions. And that's really what this entire theory is based off of. How many coincidences are you willing to overlook in order to believe the official narrative that there's nothing else going on here? Even if you think this is just a bunch of conspiracy nonsense, it's not hard to see why so many people buy into it, because in order to believe there's nothing else going on, you have to chalk so many things up to coincidence and just overlook them. The cryptic emails, the occult rituals being mentioned in the emails, the profile picture, the pictures posted on the Instagram.
People buy into it because they're not stupid. They can see what it means. And to say, well, he hasn't said it, but people have said this has been fully debunked. No, he might debunk certain aspects, but the whole thing hasn't been fully debunked. And nobody got busted with it, obviously, because the higher uppers, obviously. I mean, apart from Epstein himself. Whatever happened with him, I make no judgments.
Yeah, the thing is that here's what I think. He owns, this is verified, he owns 7 different islands. 7. Count them. He has a few yachts. I mean, it wouldn't be hard to pay off a prison warden and with the federal contacts this boy's got. He could get out of it and make it look like he snuffed.
I mean, I don't know for sure if he's dead or not. You know, it could be a possibility, but is it a possibility that he made it out of there somehow? It's very, very, very much a possibility. Absolutely.
The funny thing is, I found that one of his bank accounts is still active. So,
right? It's definitely the same guy though.
But yeah, it's one of Epstein's old bank accounts. It's still
Oh,
it
okay.
wasn't yeah. So somebody's got access to his money under his name somewhere in the world.
Got it.
Yeah.
Hey, Jono. Good to see you, bro. Good to see you, man.
And there's also the elephant in the room of why is this man who is attracted to other men, so he has no kids of his own, spending so much time around
Children, you know? Weird.
so many different young children? Putting aside the weird contexts and captions of these pictures, who even are these children? And clearly I'm not the only one wondering that, because even Snopes notes how strange his Instagram was and how James Alefantis does not have any children, and neither do his closest associates. And they also note how it
Yeah, Dr. Bones says he disappeared at 66 years and 6 months. Yeah, but there you go. There you go. Did that not say something?
was privated only 2
Just
days
a quick
after it was
second,
found,
Bonesy.
so clearly he knew how bad this all looked. And they even say in this same article that Pizzagate is false and it's all nonsense and not real at all. So even they can't just overlook this. They have to address the elephant in the room and be like, yeah, this guy's Instagram page is really fucking weird, and we actually have no clue who these kids are. And again, that's overlooking all the other stuff. Even if we knew how these kids were connected to James Alefantis, the pictures would still be really weird. The context of them, the captions. But on top of all of that, this is a guy with a boyfriend, so the kids clearly aren't his, and his closest associates and his friends.
Yeah, I would agree with you on this one, Jono. He had hidden hard drives in case he was betrayed, untouchable just like the rest of them for sure. Yeah, I wouldn't say he's gone, you know. I mean, yeah, there's lots of conspiracies I don't agree with, but this one, yeah, I would say he's still alive.
Don't have any children. While none of this is hard evidence of anything criminal happening, it really does make you wonder what's really going on here, and that's a genuine question. I would love for somebody to explain to me how this is all very innocent in nature and there's nothing weird going on.
How can any of those emails or whatever, and like he only showed a few, and there's thousands, how can they be innocent in nature? If they're not what people think they are, they're still code for something really strange. But I think people got it right, what they are, you know, what the code is for, you know. Like I say, even if it wasn't for what we're thinking it's for, different types of people, you know, children, you know, different colors, different ages, all that kind of thing, all different codes for that. Then it's still code for something really, really dodgy. But I think people got it right.
And I'm open to that explanation, I just haven't heard it. All of this just looks very weird, and it seems like the farther down this rabbit hole you go, you're left with more questions than answers. All I'm saying is that when you connect all the dots together, it really doesn't look good, and it does make you wonder if there's more going on here than what we know. Speaking of connecting the dots, James Alefantis has this picture of Marina Abramovich posted to his Instagram. So at the very least, he's a fan of her work, which I would say isn't exactly normal. I don't think I've ever personally met.
There's nothing normal about our work, you know. If you can call it work, it's not art, so it's not work. Unless you want to say something that's ritualistic in nature is work.
A Marina Abramovich fan, and I think most people don't even know who the hell that is. James Alefantis also has connections to...
What's that, Bones Jones? On 4chan 10 years ago, I saw a video of Epstein beating a girl with all 4 limbs restrained outside on what looked like the island. There was candles involved. I think I remember something about that. I think I seen videos of that, but it was blurred out. I wouldn't have seen it on 4chan. That probably had the whole video, didn't it, at the time? I think I seen videos of that blurred, if I remember rightly. You won't catch them on YouTube now, I don't think.
Tony Podesta, John Podesta's brother. Here they are pictured together in what seems to be some sort of campaign or fundraiser taking place.
And is that not a pizza they've got? A foam pizza in his hand? Is that a foam pizza? By the looks of it.
at Comet doesn't really matter, but there they are. Okay, but that could just be a campaign. That doesn't really prove that they know each other, right? Well, here's another picture from the event that is much more candid, and it was posted to Jimmy Comet. He is literally brushing elbows with Tony Podesta in front of a cake, and side note, this guy is absolutely cheesing. Whether they know each other well or not, clearly Alphonsus is very happy to be there next to Tony Podesta. And this just raises even more questions, especially when you look into Tony Podesta's art collection. And that's a whole nother can of worms that I'm not going to open here. All I'll say is that if you look at this guy's art collection, it feels illegal. It feels like I'm doing something wrong seeing it on my computer, and
It feels like, if it feels that way when you're looking at it, then it's certainly got to be something that's immoral just by looking at it. You know what I mean? In fact, what it feels like by looking at it, then it's got to be terrible.
all over this guy's walls. When I started researching this, I went in hoping to find answers to some of this, but it doesn't seem like there are any. Everyone's very quick to tell you that this is all conspiracy and it's made up nonsense, and that very well might be the case, but nobody actually shows you where it's been disproven. Now let's talk about some of the symbolism that people have noticed, because I know I've said it a few times at this point, but it really does just get weirder and weirder. In 2007, an FBI document leaked showing specific symbols that...
I remember these symbols, and they're all concentric circles. They all could mean 6 as well. You know, there's definitely symbology there with these type of things. Butterfly, monarch, butterfly, changing thing. You know, there's definitely symbology in these things, without a doubt. MK Ultra, possibly. You know, 6s. Again, monarch, butterfly. Yeah, I mean, they probably mean something else as well. Look, the child love our logo, which is pink with concentric hearts. Butterfly and represents non-gender child abusers, non-preferential gender child abuse. Wow. Wow. Weird crap, man. Disgusting. Anyway.
Predators used to identify each other. While looking at this document, people noticed that these symbols appear quite frequently in businesses, logos, and imagery of not only Comet Pizza, but surrounding businesses as well. For starters, Comet Pizza had this Play, Eat, and Drink, or PED logo on their website, which many people believe resembles one of these symbols.
And PED, a ped.
On the subject of Comet Pizza's website, the website was hacked in 2016, and the hacker shared an apparent members-only section. This members-only area was password protected, but when a password was entered, it brought you to a downloads page. On this page, you're able to download various
ping pong.
large zip files, but each one requires a specific download key. Keep in mind, this is a pizza place. What could possibly be the reason to have a members-only section on the website with downloadable files available?
Well, if you're members only, you get the best cheese. You know, if you're not members, then you get the crappy cheese. Of course, that's all it is.
Well, don't forget about the sauce, PJ. You get the best sauce.
Yeah, of course. If you're just a normal dude, then you'll get the canned sauce, you know, and the crappy packeted cheese. But you know, if you're exclusive member and that, you know, higher up, the better. It's like being royalty. You get the big old cheese bottles, you know, the big cheese bottles that you just cork into and get some cheese at, you know. The best of everything, man. It's disgusting, man. It's disgusting.
Creme de la creme. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And what is in these folders that is so exclusive that each one requires a unique password in order to be able to download it? And this wasn't some staff-only area of the website, which even that wouldn't really make any sense, but there were apparently 110 people in this exclusive pizza club. And again, once this came out, the entire section of the website disappeared, which really does make you wonder.
Yes, Buzz, everybody knows the best cheese comes from zip files. Right, bro.
Why? It's already bizarre that it was there to begin with, but why was it removed once the public found out about it? Again, assuming this is all real, because I don't have a way to verify it myself at this point. It was apparently deleted 10 years ago, but...
You're a Hawaiian pizza man, are you? You like your pineapple pizza? I don't mind it. That's not one I'd specifically order, but if someone ordered pizza and he's got, and they give me a slice, I don't mind the pineapple on it. It's not my favorite, but I don't mind pineapple at all.
Yeah.
A lot of people hate it.
I got a question about that. Why do they put Canadian bacon on Hawaiian pizza? What does Canada got to do with Hawaii at all? I have no idea.
Well, it's across the water.
Oh, okay. That's a good one.
Why did they try to bury it? Why did they try to cover it up? What's there that they don't want you to see? While looking into Comet Pizza, some people noticed something peculiar about the logo of Besta Pizza.
Think about it. Canada and Hawaii are joined. If you take the C's away, they're joined. So that's a correlation, bro.
Well, if you take the C's away, everybody's joined. What the hell are you talking about?
Everybody's joined. Yeah.
Another pizza place in Washington,
That's
D.C.
why we have
located only
pineapple pizza all over the world.
Yeah.
2 blocks down from
Hawaiian
Comet.
Punch.
Besta Pizza's logo is literally the boy lover symbol from the FBI document. Of course, this could be a coincidence, but again, as soon as people started talking about this
So why
online,
do they make circle pizzas, cut it into triangles, and put it in a square box? Because they want to use all the basic shapes. We want to do all the basic geometry.
It's Euclid.
Pizza-
We're blaming it on Euclid. Yeah.
Pizza's Italian. So they got Italian, Canadian, and Hawaiian all mixed together.
Like I say, if you take the sea out of the water, we're all joined.
Oh yeah.
The sea out of the water. I mean, the sea
The water out of the sea.
Yeah, take the water out of the sea. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
The water out of the sea and the salt of the earth.
and pointing it out, Besta Pizza immediately changed their logo and removed the symbol. Could they have just genuinely not known this, and then as soon as people start talking about it online, they realize and change it? Yeah, sure. And to be honest, Besta Pizza was kind of put in a lose-lose situation, because if they ignore what's going on and don't do anything, people are going to point to the symbolism and say they're involved. But if they do something like change their logo, people are going to say, oh, well, obviously they did know about this symbolism, and now they're trying to cover it up. Some people online have made the claim that Besta Pizza, which is now closed, was owned by Andrew Klein, who worked with the Human Trafficking Prosecution Unit under Obama's Department of Justice. And if that was the case, it would be a glaring red flag and would make the symbolism in the logo being a coincidence seemingly impossible. However, doing my own research, that doesn't seem to be the case, and I would say that there's a very small probability that there's...
Just go to test that, bro. Bones Jones says pizza equals 33 in gematria. I'm not much into the gematria thing, but I do know that these cults and these people do use it. So let's check that. Pizza. Is this showing? Share this tab instead. Showing? Yeah. Let's try it. Right, let's try it. Right, so it'll do it in Chaldean and it'll do it in gematria, I think, as well. Pizza.
Somebody did my name, or they said CC.
Yeah, you're right. Pythagorean is 33 and Chaldean is 24. You're right, bro. It is 33. You're so right.
I wonder why. Odd, ain't it? Yeah.
Nice. No, not nice, but you know what I'm saying. Nice one for that, boy.
Any truth behind that claim at all. The DC Department of Consumer and Regulatory Affairs listed Besta Pizza under the corporate entity Uptown Pizza Inc. And Andrew Klein is listed as a non-commercial registered agent, which means that he was a third party associated with Besta Pizza, most likely a lawyer, but definitely not the owner. I say most likely a lawyer because Veritas Law Firm in Washington, D.C. has an...
Yeah, no, it does. The one I've got does too. It does Pythagorean and Chaldean. And it did. It came up 33 for... which one was it? It came up 33 for?
I think it was Pythagorean. Yeah.
I think it was. Let me just quickly do it again. It maybe does...
We need to do...
I don't know how it does. Pythagorean. Hold on. What's it say down here? Yeah, it does two. It does Pythagoras and Chaldean. So yeah, it just calculates them two. And you're right. In Pythagorean, it's 33. Yeah.
Andrew J. Klein listed as their co-founder, who's been representing business and real estate clients for over 30 years. And from his picture, he's visibly a different person than the one associated with the Obama administration. If you ask me to point to one part of this whole theory that I think is most likely to be just a coincidence, it would be this part. And I really do think that these two men are just both named Andrew J. Klein. But who knows? Maybe the lawyer isn't
That's what I'm saying. Things like that could be exaggerating and might be debunked. But the whole thing, definitely not debunked. Because there was bound to be people putting their own spin on it, trying to make it more elaborate than what it was. Not that it's not elaborate enough, you know what I mean? But you know what I'm saying.
person, and he's actually a honeypot designed by the deep state in order to make the whole conspiracy more easy to delegitimize. I don't think that's likely, but crazier things have happened. Just across the street from Comet Ping Pong and Besta Pizza is a French restaurant.
I didn't even notice that. Read Jim's statement. Where is it? I can't even see Jim's statement. Ah, there.
The Island Special.
The Island Special. The wine punch, is that what we're talking about? Is that the Island Special? Best pizza is pepperoni, pineapple, bacon, jalapenos, feta. Hell yeah. All Canadian bacon is a damn joke. Just call it ham. I like jalapenos and pizza. Absolutely. I don't know if I've ever had Canadian bacon on a pizza, to be honest.
Known as Terrasol Gallery. And again, just like Besta Pizza, as soon as people started talking about this logo online, it vanished from their website. They were put into the same lose-lose situation, and again, it vanished from.
Right, so you can see it. Oh, that. Okay, it's a hand and a heart, right. No boarding. Bon voyage. Okay.
From their website. They were put into the same lose-lose situation, and again, people took this response and action as an admission of guilt. And again, if there weren't so many other coincidences, I don't think that people would have harped on this point so much, but there are so many other coincidences, and people can only lend you so much credence. Also on the Terrasol website was a picture of Hillary Clinton there, and I will not comment.
Well, that just does not surprise me whatsoever, Hillary Clinton being there, you know. She's involved in so many things, it's unbelievable. And, you know, you see her doing all that funny twitching stuff and how she acts and all that weirdness. Yeah, something going on. And Clinton, when he was sitting there like a mindless puppet, spazzed out, you know, getting his makeup on and that. I mean, that wasn't just chilling. I mean, that was, he wasn't there. He wasn't there in that body.
I think he was drug induced, dude. It looked like he was like dead. Yeah. I think they do that a lot to these politicians. They dope them up hard, dude.
I think so. But I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
Well, he didn't have the relationship with Monica. It was the other girl that got killed at Starbucks that he had relations with. Yeah.
Hey, Hillary was probably part of it, man.
Oh, sure.
Any farther on?
She was there. She paid for that. She paid for Monica.
She probably watched. I don't know.
Yes.
That. She was there though, and that's a pretty strong endorsement. The food was probably really good. Of course, people were also looking into the Comet logo at this time, and while there was no blatant symbology that was mentioned in the FBI document, people did find something strange. Now stay with me because this is gonna sound like a reach, and it did to me at first too, but people pointed out that the Comet logo features crescent moons similar to some depictions of Moloch. For those of you who don't know,
crescent moon's on, it's got the Baphomet star in there. If you look at it, it's got crescent moon and Baphomet star, which could be Islamic as well, you know. But yeah, there's definitely the Baphomet star there and the crescent moon. I mean, look at me. I got my channel got called out because I had a moon on it at one point.
Oh yeah,
but you know,
I was just thinking of Planet Pizza. You know.
Yeah.
There's crescent moon.
You know, yeah, you've got the crescent moon in the Baphomet picture, which is true.
Moons similar to some depictions of
and the star, the Baphomet star is certainly there.
Yeah, but don't they have the same carpet in Sid's house that they had in The Shining too?
Yes, they do. They do. Yeah, there is a very. Yeah, there is actually in Toy Story. There is the same carpet as they do. I think that was they say that was put there intentionally or something. I don't know.
Well,
No.
yeah,
Obviously
there's more than
they're
that,
intentionally, but
PJ.
not the way they say it. You know.
Yeah.
The narrative
Well, they got room 243 all over everything in that movie too, like the license plate on the trash truck, the camera.
Yeah.
Well, he
had
changed the room number, didn't he, from 417 to 437 or something.
Oh, it's the distance to the moon. That's what
But
it
yes,
is.
that's what it is. That's exactly what it is. Yeah. But yeah, because the actual book, Stephen King books, it's 417. The room is, you know.
Yeah.
So,
but Kubrick did that as a nod to you know who.
I think so. I think so. I mean, look, the kid's even wearing Apollo 11 jumper. You know,
that was like a handmade set sweater that his mom made him. It was Apollo 11 rocket launching from his pad. The Saturn 3.
Right.
I've seen all that. ODD TV. He made a
he did
pretty
a whole
good-
thing on it.
Yeah.
A synopsis. Yeah.
Absolutely.
No, Moloch is a deity from the Hebrew Bible strongly associated with child sacrifice. Some depictions of Moloch, especially later depictions, show him with a star on his forehead and 2 crescent moons around either one of his hands. I know this seems like a massive reach, but guess what old world god's name appears in an Instagram post by Jimmy Comet? That's right, in this post on Jimmy Comet's Instagram showing off some Christmas presents he received, if you zoom in on the bottom left, you can see the word Moloch. That is so strange. And it's not like it's in a book or anything either. It looks like...
Yeah, Moloch's, whatever it said next to it. But yeah, it certainly said it there. What did it say? Moloch machine. Oh, no, right. Machine. No, it's not. Machine? It's kind of like how you spell Machino, the brand Machino, but with machine. But that S, if it was a washing machine, it wouldn't be that S there. But
no,
Moloch, it must be a different, a foreign meaning. I've got to find out what that means.
That sounds like a company name. It
So
looks like.
strange. And it's not like it's in a book or anything either. It looks like it's printed out on a single sheet of paper. Personally, I've never received any sort of gift, especially not a Christmas gift, referencing Moloch or any other deity. Maybe this is normal and I'm just out of the loop or something, but to me, that seems really weird. Especially
Moloch machine. No, but that's machine without the S. Like, because if I put it in that spelling, but it doesn't come up in the overview. It just comes up as machine, and it says or Moloch, or Moloch of the machine, generally refers to a metaphor representing technology, industry, or capitalism as a destructive, consuming force, often illustrated by
Think about it, Moloch,
the machine.
Yeah, machine.
Yeah.
So he's killing babies. Is basically what he's saying there.
Yep,
because that's what they sacrificed to Moloch was babies.
I think so.
Especially when you keep in mind all the ties to the occult.
Sorry, go.
They had the reference to that is like when they did sacrifice babies on the altar of Moloch, they had a smile on their face when they died. So they got a name for it. It's just like it's like a bliss, you might say. Like these are newborn babies they would sacrifice. That's the first thing they ever felt was extreme pain and death. So their spirits were brought into this world that way. That's why they did it. It's really weird.
It's a German thing. It just means machine in German, not machine one.
Yeah, but Moloch, I don't think add that to it. You know, it's a German machine, the Moloch machine. That's pretty jacked
Hold
up.
on. So book titles. I put in Moloch machine in German, and then his book titles Moloch machine with that spelling. Die Kulturand Wissenschafterkrise der Welt. Moloch machine: the cultural and economic crisis of the world. Is a book by an American author. Excuse me, I don't know if that's anything to do with it, but certainly stuff come. Hold on. Certainly stuff come up for it. Anyway.
In Marina Abramovich, it's all just so strange, and when that's the best case scenario, when the best case scenario is that you do occult rituals and worship old world deities that are connected to human sacrifice, it doesn't exactly leave a positive impression on people. The Pizzagate
Really?
conspiracy all coalesced into one incident that took place at Comet Ping Pong, and my good friend Mr. Pild is going to jump in and give you the rundown on the entire event.
In 2016, a crazed lunatic, driven mad by absurd conspiracy theories, stormed into...
It's a collaboration. No,
It
it's not a
looks like it.
collaboration. Well, it's not a collaboration, but not an official collaboration, because if it's
Yeah.
a collaboration, both the channels appear there. You know, both channels,
Yeah.
but it's just this channel,
I
so
got
he's a guest on his thing. But yeah, you can do a collaboration where both of the channel names come up in the same thing.
Now we do collaborations on the regular, don't we, PJ?
Yeah, absolutely, but we don't do it as in a setting within the YouTube features.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, because there's a setting where you can collab.
Comet's Pizza armed with a rifle. Totally incoherent and insane, of course, he starts firing wildly at everyone and hurts no one, and only destroys one very peculiar and convenient item.
Hey, Jono, bless your mind for being here. You're always welcome, bro. Always welcome. See you in a little bit.
Later,
I won't
Jono.
be too long before I finish anyway. It's not movie night tonight, you know, so I'll be finished this and then that. Quarter an hour, 20 minutes, something like that.
Look at the Marlboro ad in the background. Was he riding a dinosaur?
Dinosaur, T-Rex, yeah.
Yeah.
Little T-Rex.
According to the official Department of Justice narrative,
I mean, riding a horse, smoking a Marlboro is not manly enough now. You've got to ride a dinosaur, smoking a Marlboro.
Well, they got the guy down by the post. Look, this looks like it's contrived, dude. Look at this, dude. Race right next
This
to
might
the
be,
post office.
I don't know what this is, but this could be contrived.
Yeah,
Depending.
it's the guy
on-
that shot up the pizzeria place. He shot one item. This item.
Oh, that could be
supposedly.
contrived. I don't know if it is, but it could be. I can't remember this part per se, but let's see what you're saying.
Yeah, and I wouldn't be afraid of that cop back there. She wouldn't be able to catch me. Look at how
Yeah.
hard she was.
with a rifle. Totally incoherent and insane, of course, he starts firing wildly at everyone and hurts no one, and only destroys one very peculiar and convenient item. According to the official Department of Justice narrative, 29-year-old Edgar Welch did indeed walk into Comet's Pizza armed with a AR-15 and a revolver. Customers and employees alike fled, while Edgar himself remained inside of the restaurant for about 20 minutes. What was he doing in there? Well, he found a locked closet door, and he tried to jimmy it open. But when he couldn't, he decided to fire rounds into the door. After that, he didn't try and continue to get inside. He didn't break down the door. He stashed away his rifle and his revolver, walks outside unarmed, and is then arrested and sentenced to...
I thought they were keeping children or anything there. Why would you fire at the door? They were behind it. If that's what he was thinking, I don't know if that's what he was thinking. If it happened, because, I don't know. I mean, it might have. I don't know. I can't remember this story.
Yeah.
And I don't
Why
know
would
who
you
told
actually
it. I don't know what new. I don't know who told it. What news stations told it. So Lord knows.
Why would you do all that and then come out unarmed? Like it just
Seems a bit
surrender.
weird,
Yeah.
Maybe because he knew he wasn't getting anywhere, but I don't know. I don't know the story, bro.
4 years in prison.
You,
Now, what was inside that closet randomly that happened to get hit and destroyed? It was a computer, and everything on it was now gone. I don't know about you, but even before looking deeper into it, even the official narrative is very weird. It's just way too clean for an active shooter event like this. Historically speaking, these are not so happy ending.
So the guy got done with that, who did that, was executed at a traffic stop not all that long ago.
Yeah, see what I'm saying? Like this seemed way too it's a scripted thing, dude.
I don't think the Pizzagate's not scripted. I think that's the real
I'm talking
thing.
about the shooting.
Yeah, well, maybe I don't know. Like I say, I haven't seen all the. I can't say if all I've got is that little bit there, and I can't remember that part. But yeah, it's a possibility. Absolutely, we know that kind of thing happens without a doubt.
Authorities claimed that the AR-15 and the revolver were recovered inside of the restaurant, and then they discovered a shotgun hidden in his trunk with some ammunition. But one of the only eyewitnesses to this event, a lawyer in Maryland named Sharif, who was there with his wife and kids, claims that Edgar walked in initially.
Hey, Vlad says the shooting was caused as a distraction to shut the place down. Right? See? Could be that as well. Yeah.
With a shotgun. While this whole thing was going down, Sharif was making a series of tweets detailing the situation, while he also claims that Edgar stashed away this shotgun potentially for future use. In the official narrative, it does describe Edgar stashing weapons away for potential future use. However, my problem...
Yeah, I know. They're saying they are claiming he shot up the place and left his guns. That's what they're claiming, yeah. You live, hold on. Vlad says, I lived close by there at one time. Got you, bro. Got you. Hey, good to see you, man. Good to see you.
Lies in the discrepancy between what kind of weapon. And that's because you don't have to be a firearms expert to tell the difference between a shotgun and an AR-15. They're very distinct. They have very distinct profiles and silhouettes. Yeah. Anyways, get this. Edgar Welch is an actor listed on IMDb. Now that alone would...
Yeah, didn't I? I told you, man.
Yeah, because you know the story already.
No, I don't know. This is the first time I've heard this. That's serious. Yeah.
I can't remember this part of it. I remember the Pizzagate, absolutely, but this part of it, don't know.
Yeah, think of his
just
name.
A crazy, weird.
What's his name? Last name? Welsh?
Yeah, Welsh. So what?
You know what a Welsh is, right?
Yeah, you can Welsh on a bet, something like that.
Yeah.
Well, what's that got to do with anything?
Well,
people do have funky names, though.
Yeah.
I mean, my name's Crookshank. Does that mean I've got crooked shanks?
No, that's not my point. If you look at reference to what the blue Welsh, you know what it is, right?
Yeah, but like I say, I didn't know about the story. So I mean, I didn't call it because I don't know about the story. I mean,
I didn't know about it until now. I didn't know that everybody shot the place up. I didn't know.
Yeah, but it's a common thing within the news. These things happen, so it's obviously a common thing that we think about. You know, like if something happens in news, depending on who and why it's being told, there's a lot of it bullshit, and we know that. So you know.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely, man. Well called.
Thank you.
Coincidence, right? But his father, Harry Welch, owns a media company by the name of Forever Young Productions. You can't make this shit up. That's not where the oddities end, though. Harry Welch is a creature in his own. According to his IMDb bio, Harry Welch is a very, very distinguished fella. Let's take a look at it. Written over 30 screenplays. He took up karate in his 30s. That's pretty late, pretty old to be fighting. And then went undefeated in 200 matchups. Wow. Yeah, holy moly. He holds 7 Guinness Book World Records.
He got undefeated 200 times. I don't think so. 200 fights and you were undefeated 200 times. I don't think so.
I don't think even Mike Tyson can say that.
For one-armed, one finger, and one fingertip push-ups. Very impressive. Not only is he a physical specimen, but he's got a soft side too. He served as a foster family to 3 different children and is an avid animal lover, being a rescuer of animals for 30 years, rescuing tigers, jaguars,
like a nice guy.
Leopards, servals, and operating a no-kill shelter for dogs, housing up to 55 at a time. They have found forever homes for over 300. So sweet.
Forever homes. Forever. Oh my goodness.
This man's a regular saint, dude. And he's faithful.
Shooting up a pizza shop and everything, you know.
Yeah.
Things start to get a little bit more serious, though, in his bio, saying he worked on federal, state, and local task forces fighting the war on drugs. Served 5 years with the Rowan County ABC Police. Side note, the ABC Police, I don't know what that is or what that stands for.
I did the ABC Police.
It's alcohol beverage control.
Really?
Yeah.
So it's just like customs, really, but just for the one thing. For the one thing.
Mostly liquor. It's a big thing on the East Coast. They have these state liquor stores called ABC stores.
When there was prohibition back in the 30s, would it have been them that done it?
Probably, yeah.
Or did that come after?
No, that was the ABC's after that, but that's what it became.
Right. Okay.
But they actually sell the liquor too. They have like official government stores, just like ABC liquor stores, all in the Eastern Seaboard.
Oh, no doubt. They'll probably
Yeah.
catch it off you and sell it for themselves.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
power
why
and
not?
all that.
Yeah. That's how they make their money.
Yeah, absolutely. By force.
That's where Congress gets all their money from. Literally, tobacco.
Yeah. Well, of course
alcohol.
it is. It comes from taxes, without a doubt.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't find any information on what the hell the ABC police was. Stakeouts, watching illegal stills, patrolling the county for suspected bootleggers, even working with the ATF. Gross. Even the president of the United States.
Can you imagine if it were called the WTF?
Yeah.
What the F's? The actual. No, they're called the actual. No, it's not going to make sense. ATFs.
No. Yeah.
No, actual. It doesn't make sense, but yeah. Well, close enough.
In 1988, Ronald Reagan himself recognized the excellence.
He was an actor as well. Literally an actor. So just another bloody actor, just another puppet.
You know who made him what he was though in politics? It was Nancy. She groomed his ass for it.
Oh, Nancy.
She made him into
The old groomage.
Aye.
She's his handler.
Huh?
Was his handler.
Yeah, past tense. Yeah.
And he used to get shot. He used to get shot at in the movies as a cowboy, and as a president, he got shot at too, and he survived it all.
Yeah, none of that sounds scripted at all, does it, PJ?
It doesn't. Not at all. No, it sounds organic, completely organic.
Just happened. Yeah.
Harry Welch, because he hand-selected him and 15 others to check out various military installations, even giving them national clearance and letting them check out the Cheyenne Mountain Nuclear Bunker, which is a command alternative for NORAD. That's big boy.
Is that? Bones Johnson, he says there was an ABC liquor store article recently. It showed a bunch of bottles knocked down and a drunk passed out raccoon laying next to the toilet in the bathroom. That's funny.
Stuff right there. Why would goofy old Harry, owner of Forever Young Productions, need to explore a nuclear bunker? However, I think the weirdest highlight was one that stood out mainly because of the context. Served as executive director for Protect a Child, a national nonprofit organization to prevent abuse and abduction of children, appointed by Governor Jim Martin to the Governor's Commission on Child Victimization. In conjunction with this story and this conspiracy theory, that's a little weird. But what's weirder is the fact that this Protect a Child organization doesn't exist. At least I couldn't find anything on it. So as far as I know, this doesn't exist. So why would he put it in his bio? That's about as far as it goes for Harry Welch. I couldn't really find anything else, but I want to bring this back to Edgar because his story's not finished yet. So I like to remain skeptical when I dive deep into these subjects. So that way I don't get sucked into that I want to believe mindset, because I think that's pretty easy. I was asking myself, if he was really a part of this conspiracy, what would he gain from destroying that computer? What would be his motive to do that? And looking into Edgar's past, I think I found a fairly reasonable potential answer to that. See, previous to the charges that landed him a 4-year sentence after walking into Comet's Pizza, Edgar had struck a 13-year-old child in a reckless driving incident. And as a man who had previous DWI charges, he was facing a pretty serious sentencing. And if we're playing with the idea that some very powerful people needed a scapegoat or a way to get rid of some evidence or a way to maybe suppress these conspiracy theories that were making their ways out into the public, then I think it'd be a no-brainer if he was...
That's the only problem about it. When the truth gets out there like this, like the pizza thing, it was definitely truth to it, without a doubt. Like I say, if those codes weren't for what these people said they were still for something very, very weird. But I do think people got a lot of that code right. But can't remember my point now. I do that when I start going on a tangent for a reason. I forget my point. So I regret ever going on the tangent sometimes. If it comes back to me, I'll say it.
left between the choices of leaving his fate and his freedom up to the court system, potentially facing much harsher punishment, or, walk into this pizza joint.
Oh,
Don't
yeah,
hurt
that's the problem. Yeah. Like, truth, these kind of things, like, develop from the truth, people suss them out and that. But then you get other people adding their crap, the made up nonsense. They just want to get involved. So they start making things up and people believe that. Then you get conspiracies formed from them. That's the only problem with stuff like this, when people get involved. So then, it's up to the deep divers to siphon out the truth, isn't it?
anybody. Don't do nothing too bad. Just destroy this computer. Get 4 years, fairly light, and then be on your way. Have your previous charges nullified. It's a good deal. I'd take that deal. Just some food for thought. Well, to finally wrap this chapter up, Edgar didn't even get to enjoy his freedom because 5 years after his release, in January of 2025, Edgar was killed in a officer-related shooting after a traffic stop. Apparently, he pulled a gun on officers.
You're right there, Bones. So apparently he's dead. Okay.
And no one knows why. Sounds a lot like a loose end tied up to me. But what do I know?
Big thank you to Ethan or Mr. Pilled for jumping in and going over that whole section. He's a really great dude. I've known him for about 5 years now, which is crazy. Time flies.
So why didn't you get him on the collab list, you weirdo? No, I'm joking. Yeah, maybe they don't even know that setting's there.
But he makes really good videos. If you like the stuff that I post over here, there's a good chance they'll like a lot of his content as well. So I'll leave a link to his stuff in the description and in the comments. Go check him out and tell him to post more often. He did a really good job, so I don't feel the need to yap too much about this. But again, just so many coincidences that you have to overlook. What are the chances that this guy is facing serious criminal charges?
That's the thing. There is places where you can say, well, that's a coincidence. But if you hear yourself saying, well, that's a coincidence, and then you keep saying that's a coincidence for every single little thing to do with it, then that's kind of far-fetched then when everything's a coincidence. So yeah, there can be some coincidences, 100%. But if there's too many coincidences showing, they're usually not coincidence.
Before he decides to do something like this. It's not impossible, but it is a little bit weird. What are the odds that this guy, who happens to be an actor, decides to go into Comet with a rifle and do something like this and nobody gets hurt except the computer is destroyed? That's pretty convenient. Not impossible. I mean, maybe he was just a lunatic. Crazy people do crazy things all the time. But again, with everything else taken into consideration, it gets harder to ignore these oddities in the story. If it was just a few weird things, it would be much easier to say people are just drawing lines and connections where there really aren't any, and it's all just one crazy conspiracy theory. But when every single beat of the story is...
I don't think it's a crazy conspiracy theory. I think it's fact. I just think conspiracy theories were put to it, but yeah, I think it definitely happened. Or it's happening still. I don't know where they're at with it, but there's certainly these things take place in life, with these horrors, these abominations to God.
Filled with these coincidences, it gets harder and harder for people to just overlook them and say, yeah, there's no chance that any of this is real. Maybe the official story is 100% true and this really is nothing more than a conspiracy and none of these things are connected at all in any way. But in the court of public opinion, you're going to have a really hard time convincing people of that. The human brain is designed to recognize patterns, so when seemingly all of this stuff is connected...
It seems to be very patterned, absolutely.
You're going to have a really hard time convincing people that that's not the case. That pretty much summarizes the entire theory, or at least everything that I can cover here in a reasonable amount of time. The whole thing goes so incredibly deep that I would never be able to cover.
There's a lot more information to it than that, but this is good for just revisiting it after 10 years. I think you did all right. Too right. But obviously there's more to it. But fair play to him.
absolutely everything. If this does interest you, I highly recommend going down the rabbit hole yourself because there's just an endless amount of theories and speculation online. But before we go, here are a bunch of other coincidences that I stumbled across when researching that I couldn't really fit into the main portion of this script. First of all, Hillary Clinton, who is seemingly very tied into this whole alleged scandal. She's very connected to all the people who are directly involved. Well, Frank Giestra, a member of the Clinton Foundation Board of Trustees, who's donated over $100 million to the foundation, helped fund the Al Qaeda Project, a project focused on raising the living conditions of refugees. And the logo is literally the exact same as the symbol mentioned in the FBI document for Boy Lover. The Besta Pizza logo was pretty on the money with that same symbol. This is literally just that symbol. It's exact. It's not even a different color. It is just a giant blue spiraling triangle. Another person connected to the Clintons is Laura Silsby, the founder of New Life Children's Refuge. She went to Haiti in 2010 to help rehome orphaned children after the catastrophic.
I get mad that a lot of these people that seem to be working with orphan children end up doing wrong to them.
Destructive magnitude 7 earthquake. What a kind-hearted woman, right? Surely she would never traffic children. Well, guess what? She was caught by Haitian authorities smuggling 33 children on a bus across the Haitian border.
33 children. I mean, was she really? Did she actually have 33 children, or did she have some children but you made up the 33 for the actual numbers to be shown, or is it a made-up story? Don't know. Yeah. But that it's always 33, man. Always 33.
Surely she would never traffic children. Well, guess what? She was caught by Haitian authorities smuggling 33 children on a bus.
It's always 33. Always is.
Across the Haitian border into the Dominican Republic. She was doing this without permission from Haiti, so illegal. And then when she was detained, it became quickly apparent that most of, if not all of these children weren't even orphans. So she took essentially a class full of children, took them away from their families, and then tried to flee the country and cross the border. Well, she was held in Haiti facing charges of conspiracy and child abduction until Bill Clinton stepped in.
I was going to say, she doesn't look too worried. She doesn't look too worried, does she? Bill Clinton stepped in. Right.
And got her charges reduced to arranging irregular travel. She served a 6-month sentence in Haiti.
Arranging irregular travel. My goodness. What a step down from, trafficking.
And then was returned to the United States. And fun fact, this woman who tried to smuggle children across the border away from their families has since changed her name to Laura Gaylor and has since been given an executive role at AlertSense, the company that provides the delivery infrastructure for Amber Alert. You know Amber Alert, the shit that pings your phone when a child goes missing? Yeah, a woman who was tried for child abduction is working for that company.
Isn't it mad they get put back into the same kind of situations? Weird, eh?
Company as an executive. That is so awesome. And then when Monica Peterson, the assistant director at the Human Trafficking Center in Colorado, began looking into the Clintons' involvement in Haiti, she was found dead. Of course, this was ruled to be caused by her own volition. Haven't heard that one before, right guys? And then there's one more slice to this story, and one that has largely been forgotten as time has moved on. It's something known as Cheesy Bay. This is the last time you'll hear me say this here, but I'm not asserting that this is true, and you should really take this last part with a grain of salt because it relies heavily on unproven claims. On April 21st, 2016, a Reddit throwaway account posted the question, why would there be 30-something Wi-Fi networks apparently coming from underneath a concrete pad? The user says that they had recently been working on a semi-urban farm property in Honolulu, and he then connected the man who owned the property to an eBay account selling faulty computer parts for ridiculous prices. The eBay accounts allegedly belonged to a man going under the aliases Biff Skipman and Dave Flintstone. Someone apparently managed to hack into his emails and found correspondence with Sasha Lord, a DC area mentor for at-risk children, and also the event organizer at Comet Ping Pong. Now, the reason that I specifically mentioned that you should take this part as a grain of salt is because these emails were never fact-checked or verified by any government agency or third-party source, unlike the Podesta emails, so we don't even know if these are true. But allegedly, this eBay seller and the event organizer at Comet Ping Pong had been put in touch by a person named Richard Windsor. Who is Richard Windsor? Well, it happens to be a known alias for the Environmental Protection Agency administrator, Lisa Jackson, who is also a Clinton Foundation board member. This part is true. She was caught using the fake email name Richard Windsor for who knows what, right? So it was already known that she had been communicating under the alias of Richard Windsor. So it's very plausible that people online already knew that she was communicating under this alias, and then they added this alias into this theory or story to kind of make it seem more credible. But coincidentally, Dave Flintstone, the man who was apparently running this eBay account, also happens to be the name of a man who founded a distillery in Hawaii. If you remember, OP said that they had been working on an urban farm area in Honolulu. This bag from OP's pictures also resembles a bag that Dave Flintstone has been photographed with. And there's one more email from the Podesta leaks that I haven't mentioned to you yet. Man, I miss you. The next 3 months are going to be rougher internally than in Beijing, between 7th and 1600. No fun. Hope you're doing okay. I'm dreaming about your hot dog stand in Hawaii. This email was sent from Todd Stern, another Democratic donor and a person tied in with the Clintons. That seems like a weird thing to say. I'm dreaming about your...
All those things are weird things to say, and they all involve food.
Hot dog stand in Hawaii. Well, this is a very recent revelation, but in April of this year, a man named David Flintstone, who is a resident of Hawaii, was arrested in Colombia for soliciting a minor. Upon responding, the officers found the 60-year-old foreigner in the
Surprise. What a surprise.
company of a 15-year-old. Initial investigations indicate that the man had arranged an encounter with her worth 1 million pesos. The David Flintstone that was arrested in Colombia also happens to be the same age as the one who founded the dispensary. They're both 60 years old. For whatever reason, the man's face is blurred in the article, so there's no way to tell for sure if this is the same person. But if these are two different men, that is a wild coincidence, because they would have to share the same first name, the same last name, be the same age, and both be from Hawaii. And even though the man arrested in Colombia had his face blurred, they do
not impossible, but yeah, I get it.
Vaguely resemble each other, especially in the body structure. As of right now, like I said, there's no official confirmation that these are the same people, so we'll just have to wait and see if anything else comes out. But those odds have to be like 1 in a billion. That is crazy, especially in Hawaii. I just looked it up, and the population is under 1.5 million people, so it's a very small state. Anyways, guys, that's it for me. Please let me know in the comments what you think about all of this, because I'm very curious to hear what you guys take away and what your opinions are. Do you believe the theory? Do you think that it's all nonsense?
Certainly not all nonsense. Certainly. Oh yeah, you didn't see that. There you go. The best I could get to do it. Right, there we go, guys. That's that. I just thought it'd be good to look at it. You know, very surface level. Set in 10 years. You know what I mean? I forgot it was that old. When it came across my feed, I was like, yeah, why not? Why not? You know what I mean? It's been 10 years. Can't believe it. 10 years already. It's nuts. Nuts. I remember hearing about it 10 years ago, but I didn't really look into it till about 2019, maybe 2018, 2019. But yeah, it was good. Good to have a little surface look at it. Obviously, it's disgusting what it's about, but you know, it happened. As far as I'm concerned, it happened. As much false information there might be about it, it was still a thing, you know, and incredibly strange emails and stuff, as you know. Anyway, yeah, I'm not on in the afternoon. Later on, I'm on tonight. Well, it's like 1 o'clock in the morning for me, so it'll be like the same time I started tonight is the same time I'll be starting tomorrow night. I usually do Friday afternoon and Friday night, but I've got an appointment in the afternoon that so I'll only be on tomorrow night, movie night. I don't know what the topic is yet, but yeah, it's movie night also tomorrow, so I'll be on tomorrow night, but not the afternoon. That'll play out with Harry Mack then, I suppose. I think that's me done. So, yeah, bless you guys. Nice one. Play out with Harry Mack.
Guys, how y'all doing? I'm good. You guys want to hear a freestyle?
Oh yeah, I follow you, man.
Oh, no way.
You.
Oh, that's awesome, dude.
Yeah, oh my gosh.
Oh, hell yeah.
Go, yeah.
Give me some words, to use in my freestyle. Fluminense. Yeah. What else?
Beer.
Oh, that's beer.
Vancouver.
Oh, you're from Vancouver?
Yeah.
All right, by way of Brazil. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, this is the fan club from Vancouver.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I got it. All right, give me something that's not a place, like a word I can play with.
Tricolor.
What is it?
Tricolor.
Oh, tricolor. Tricolor.
Yeah. I follow you. And I always think it's fake. And now
we're gonna prove it's not fake.
Shark.
White shirt?
White shark.
Like a great white shark? Oh, that's a good one.
Hulk.
The great Little Hulk. That's your nickname?
Little Hulk.
Who's Little Hulk?
This guy.
That's you? All right, hold on. I don't think I can remember anymore. Let me review. We're gonna shout out the team. Fluminense, beer, Tricolor, Vancouver, Great White Shark, and Little Hulk. Woo! We're gonna see if I can remember. Y'all ready?
Yeah!
All right, let's do it.
Oh my gosh, yeah, I thought you were faking, yeah.
Yo, okay, yeah. Okay, over the top of this beat, y'all know Mac bringing this heat. I get it popping from the parking lot to the street. I put it in the open, I ain't never discreet. Yeah, I've been killing since the beginning. Y'all know Fluminense is winning. H-Mac, I be rapping for the team on the field. When I spit, all my schemes hella real. I'ma break it down for y'all, yo, they felt it when they heard me. Shouts to all the fans out here wearing the jerseys. I be representing for the shakers and movers. Shouts to the squad representing Vancouver. Yeah, y'all know when I spit off top, I be making haters panic, bruh. Matter of fact, they probably feel the vibrations from New York City all the way up there in Canada. Back getting loose when I'm all up in the session, filling all my haters up with fear. I'ma make it clear, put me at the helm, I'ma steer. I'ma get you faded like you sipping on a beer. H-Mac, y'all know my freestyle's doper. Shouts to my homie with the Michelob Ultra. Mac getting loose when he's all up in the spot though. I like the dance move, that was hot though. Yeah, they love the lyrics that I'm slanging. If rappers was your glass, they still wouldn't be hanging. Mac getting loose, y'all know I will enhance ya. Gotta hire you as my background dancer. Yeah, this is hip-hop's rebirth. All three of y'all matching in the white t-shirts. Every time I rhyme, I go crazy with the vocals. Rather beat like they ride a horse for polo. Mac getting loose when I'm all up in the spot. Lyrics I provide off the top too high. I be doing me when I'm all up in it. Stretch over tracks, I remain infinite. Yeah, I be doing this like none other. If I hit the ground, then I'm quick to recover. We be representing for the green and the red and the white. Bring them all together, that's the tree color. H-Mac, I be representing. They digging on the vibes, every Mac is inventing. Y'all know I'm the freshest on the scene. I be stacking up that tree color, green. Get into the paper, my freestyle's major. Hot like islands right by the equator. H-Man coming through, y'all know I'm about to scorch this. He's rocking in the Black Air Forces. Back, I'm getting loose, I'm grabbing anything I see. Other rappers talking shit, but it don't mean nothing to me. I be getting free every time that I'm on it. When it be coming to lyrics right off at the top of the metal, y'all know that I'm keeping it honest. Yo, they digging on the shit that I create. He's like, oh my God, I thought this shit was fake. Yeah, y'all know my truth gets revealed when I rhyme for the people, let them know that it's real. Okay, and my brain's always been free. Yeah, and it's starting to get windy. That's what happens every time that I perform. It starts to get windy every time I brainstorm. Yeah, I'm bringing all the facts together. I'm the type of MC that can rap forever. Every time I spit, they love the way that I spark. I'm terrifying, something like a great white shark. Yeah, Mac creeping up on the competition. When I'm rhyming, I be on a mission. And y'all know these haters got a soul. Wait, something about the Hulk. What was the word though that came before? What's the nickname? Please tell me, boy.
Little Hulk.
You the Little Hulk. Every time that I spit, yo, they get it soaked. Mac, I'ma take it to a whole new plane. Freestyle-wise, I control your brain. I be doing what I'm feeling, I was born to be proud. Start with just a few, then I'm forming a crowd. Every time I rhyme, yo, I'm lit like a candle. You're the only one that knew to wear sandals. I should have done that, it's way too hot for me to be wearing full sneakers and socks. Yeah, check out the way that I rock up the tip of this. My freestyle skill is ridiculous, inconspicuous. Y'all know I'm about to keep a low pro. I be blowing people's minds with a dope flow. Yeah, I'm about to kill the game, no doubt. How many people right now got their phones out? 1, 2, 3, 4 to the 5, 6, 7. Man, I lost count cause I'm too live. Yeah, my man's coming through with the swag, dancing at the same time, flying the flag. Yeah, y'all know we boosting up all of their energy. Every time I spit, yo, I change up their tendency. Damn, yo, rappers acting up. Your dance move straight got me backing up. Every time I spit, I'm filling people up with joy. If y'all are rocking with me, someone make some noise. Let's go.
Yeah, there was no need for the twack. No need for that at all.
Oh boy.
Right, guys. I will see you tomorrow. Like I say, I'm not on in the afternoon, but I'll be on for movie night. Don't know what the topic is yet, but I'll suss something out. It might actually be Dave Wood's testimony. I found Dave Wood who talked about the owl zoot and all that. It's quite funny, but he did a video about 2 years ago, and it's how God knocked the atheist out of me or something like that. So I might do his testimony tomorrow night. Dave Wood, see if anybody likes that. You know what I mean? Or part of his testimony at least. It's stock because I didn't know he used to be an atheist, but makes sense. But yeah, that'd be cool. I might do that. We'll see. But bless, guys, and I'll see you tomorrow night. Hear the sunset's free. It's free. Indeed. See you all.